Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's up? Nope. This is the Gamers That Play Games podcast.
Yo, what did you just do?
You know, that was the intro last show.
Yeah, that was a nice intro. I like that.
What?
Go ahead.
Like, let me catch myself.
But yeah, man, this is the Gamers That Play podcast. Oh, Gamers That Play Games podcast. My bad. This is the third episode. Where we, come to you with, a podcast every one show per blue moon or 2 months or something like that. I don't know. We just go with a win sometimes here on the show. It's not a weekly podcast. It's not a bi-weekly podcast. It's not a tri-weekly podcast. I don't know. But anyways, this is a podcast where, the Council podcast that is a PlayStation centric podcast. This podcast is just a more general, gaming podcast. So I try to get a whole bunch of people from different platforms, to come on and speak their minds on gaming. As the title says, Gamers That Play Games podcast. Big shout out to the Gamers That Play Games group. It's definitely an inspiration for the title of this podcast. So big shout out to my man Bobby and all the guys over there at Gamers.
That's definitely a cool group. I like that group, man. Chill.
But yo, man, let's get right into the intro. We're still waiting on two guys. Like I said in this podcast, try to get as much people as I can, but I don't want to get like a whole bunch of people because it'll be a little chaotic there. So if you guys don't get on, this week podcast or the other one, I'm going to try my best to get other people on there for the podcast. But let's get into the intros. We got the guests in here. We got my man making a reappearance on the Gamers That Play Games podcast, Achilles. Yo, Achilles, what is good, man?
What's up, man? I do a lot of stuff on my YouTube. I play PC, Xbox, PlayStation 4, and I also do like some anime and some TV reviews. But this week, I've been playing Keystone, which is a PC game. I can't talk too much about it because I'm under NDA. Gears of War, because that finally came to PC on Crossplay. And me and Leon been in the lab on Injustice, Tekken, and we pulled up our Wii U's and started playing Smash.
Hold on, I gotta ask you this before you continue. Did you sign up for either the Injustice 2 tournament coming in August or the Tekken 7 tournament coming in August?
I haven't signed up yet, but I am going to sign up.
Whoa! Achilles is coming back for revenge. Who knocked you off in Injustice again? Somebody, was it Rashad?
Nah, it was old dude with Supergirl, Chauncey.
Oh.
I'm a little sour, I'm not going to lie.
I mean, we all been there with that Supergirl. Anybody that uses Supergirl, we already know the struggles. But, it is. Yo, Achilles is like, old dude with a Supergirl. I get it, man. I feel your pain on that one, man. But nah, man, I definitely like your Blue Beetle on there. Justice, so I'm looking forward to see much.
At this tournament, I won't be playing Blue Beetle. So.
Whoa! Is it Firestorm?
I might pull him out.
Don't tell us, man. Don't tell us. We want to be.
I might pull him out, but there might be somebody else too that I'll play with.
Okay, all right. But yeah, man, it's my man Achilles. I will have all the links to everybody's YouTube channel in the description. Like I do, I always wait till the end of the podcast to do it. I don't know why I keep doing it.
Before
yeah, go ahead.
Also, check out the Platform podcast. I'm a new member on there too.
Oh yeah, nice. That's the Hard Not Gaming guys, the platform. Definitely cool people over there, man.
All right, cool.
Yeah, we run on Friday nights around 9 p.m. my time Central. So
okay,
check us out.
Yeah, I'll put that in the description too, man. Don't let me forget that.
All right. Yeah.
But yeah, man. Next up, we got my man Chuck Gaming. Hashtag commentate, boys. Hashtag the online arcade. Hashtag game here. What?
Yeah. Now what's up, man? It's your boy Chuck Gaming, man, from We Game Here, online arcade. My channel is pretty much fighting games, man. So if you enjoy fighting games, I do have a podcast on Tuesday, the Plus on Block podcast with me and my boy Dre. We run at 5:30 Pacific time PM. So come check us out, man. It's only like an hour or so. We have fun. We talk shit. We talk about fighters. So glad you having me again. I think I was on the first one, so I'm glad to be back, man.
Yeah, you was definitely in the first one. You was one of the people, first people to respond to. I was like, hey, I'm about to do a E3 discussion. Anybody want to come on? He's like, oh yeah, I'm there. I was like, oh,
oh yeah, let's go, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, yeah. But yeah, appreciate from letting me be on here, man. Let's get it popping, brother.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. But yeah,
all right.
Good to have you in here, Chuck. You know what it is. But
Chuck,
yeah.
what you playing, Chuck?
Oh yeah, oh man, Injustice. I mean, I'm playing Blaz Blue right now, getting my ass kicked. But you know, just I've been playing really fighters lately. Nothing really else. But Street Fighter.
That's how it is when you go in the training a little bit, or you do the trials, and like, oh, I'm nice.
Yeah, and get bodied. It just hurts your feelings, man. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I'm playing right now. Nothing special though.
You be like, yo, why am I getting bodied? Yo, I did this great in the trials. I'm doing the supers. I'm doing the specials. Waxed. But yeah, man. Those games like that, Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear, Skullgirls. People are good online, man. Don't get fooled by rank either in those games, man. They will definitely get you. A lot of people like to just play casual, but they will get you in one day like, oh, rank. Oh, I'm rank 1 too, but they nice as hell in those games. So you gotta be careful, yo. But yeah, man, good to have you on here, Chuck. And I mean, big shout out to my man, Gamer Knight. You know what I mean? Actually, Chuck, hey Chuck, what you playing, man? I forgot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But yo,
good stuff now. Good stuff now, sir.
Gotta be on it, yo.
What is good, man?
What's up, man? This is Gamer Night 20. I was on the first one too. Me and Chuck is hopping on this podcast a lot. I've been just chilling, man. My channel actually is random. I'm not into YouTube like that. I just come when I come. But next week on July 8th, I believe, I'm coming back to the wrestling podcast. So I should be back on there on July 8th. But what I'm playing on PlayStation, Persona 5, I'm loving that. On Xbox, I'm playing Gears and Injustice.
Are you playing Injustice on Gears, huh?
Yeah, Injustice on Xbox. Yeah, I suck, but I'm starting to like Green Arrow. I'm getting into him. He dope. But,
I just say, yo, you playing Injustice on Gears?
Yeah,
You know I be messing up sometimes.
Years.
But nah, that's cool, man. You know what I mean? My man, a multi-platform game out here.
Yeah.
All consoles.
Yeah.
Definitely respected. But yo, it's good to have you on here, man. I ain't hear from you in a minute, man.
Thanks a lot, bro. I see you die. You arguing and we game here, bro. Like I'm sitting there laughing.
Oh yeah, because people was tagging me in videos.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, honestly, people don't understand. I honestly don't care. You know what I mean?
A 1 hour and a half video, bro, about you. Yo.
Especially when you're mixing my words up with what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So
crazy.
I really don't care about that stuff. I'm just somebody that's stating my opinions just like everybody else on YouTube. You know what I mean? I don't make videos on people. I make videos for gaming.
I feel you.
But yo, definitely appreciate you coming on here, man.
Yeah.
Oh, then we got my man's. You got my man's Master Chungo.
Oh.
I gotta say it. Master Chungo.
Kung Fu Master.
That's right.
So we don't know it.
That's right.
We got to repeat PFN like 20 times. Like, yo, nah, Chuck, Master Chungo. Nah,
Hey, let me live, man.
I put it into discussion. I did what I was supposed to do.
You gotta do it, man.
Right. But anyway, we got Baltimore in the building representing. Like I said, we do a show on YouTube, run on Tuesdays, 2 Dudes, 1 Show, gaming podcast, kind of laid back, me and the co-hosts. We we bump heads with each other on all kind of issues, but we like to keep the users, the watchers, the viewers involved. It's definitely interactive. Play games with the viewers, bullshit with them all night long. But speaking of which, a lot of Injustice talk. Actually, anybody in the Baltimore, D.C. metro area, Sunday, July 16th, we're going to be putting on a local Injustice 2 tournament at a local bar. We're going to have door prizes, cash payouts to the winner. We also got a custom one-off fight stick to give to the winner of the tournament. $15 entry. Any other info you guys want to get, go to challenge.com/Baltimore Beatdown. And like I said, we also got back for the guys who are in the area. We got back right now. Play Raven Video Games of Frederick has just announced that they're going to donate to the prize pool. We got Third Eye Comics, and then the Crabtown USA, which is a local restaurant and arcade. So we got that going on. Games, playing a lot of fighters. There's tons of them right now. It's hard to stick to one.
Facts.
And then on Xbox right now, playing a little Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind. And then just last night, finally got to get on some Friday the 13th. Ilphonic finally getting that game fairly stable on the Xbox platform. So
It's fun. That game is fun.
Yeah,
13 is dope, man.
it is dope. It is dope. I wasn't even ready for it, dude. I was live on my Twitch. I'm screaming like a little bitch. You know what I mean? Like that music starts hitting, your screen starts flickering, like your TV's going off, dude. It's time to get busy.
It's crazy too because I was bashing the hell out of that game. This is before playing. This is not me that's watching live streams, and I was like, you know what? The game don't look too good graphically, but people having mad fun with it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy it, and everybody in the council they bought it, and we having a ball with that joint, man. It's just a fun ass.
It is.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that.
I bet that game. I bet that game is real good. You just having a good time. You just balling with that game. You just love it. You just love it, man. You just love that game. Huh?
And I was. It is what it is. I mean, it had some issues. It was a small team. Actually, a good buddy of mine, Justice Zero. Actually, he's in the chat. What's up to you, brother? He was an initial Kickstarter on it, so I got like real. Right off the bat, updated info straight from him. He's a real big horror guy as well. So shout out to him. But I mean, once you're in the game, I wasn't going to comment on it until I was able to play it. I got it on Xbox, so I wasn't able to play it. Finally got to it last night. I mean, they smoothed it out, and if you got a couple of your boys with you, it's definitely a fun ass game to play. They did it right. They did justice to the series, and there's still more to come from them. So as soon as they get it all ironed out, it has potential to be a really solid game.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, story mode's coming by the end of the summer, I believe.
Oh, that'd be dope.
For free?
Probably not.
I don't know. But we got my man Lavon Cason in the building. Lavon,
sorry I'm late. I'm sorry. But
how you good, man?
I'm here. Yay me. I got a Nintendo Switch this month. It's a bare bones system, a bare bones gaming system, nothing more, nothing less. I got Mario Kart Deluxe.
Damn.
And it's a pretty fun game. It's a pretty fun game. I'm not gonna lie. How many of y'all had a Wii U? How many of you guys had a Wii U in this chat?
I got one.
I definitely
still got one hooked up.
You do.
I'm looking at it right now.
Is it collecting dust? Is it collecting dust or anything? Or
I'm still playing Smash.
Semi-dust.
Yeah. The Switch is a fixed version of the Wii U, but it's slimmer, it's sexier, it's sleeker, and all that stuff. So that's what it is. It's a slim Wii U that's marketable. That's actually worth marketing, And Nintendo's E3 conference sucked. It sucked to me.
Damn.
It was horrible. It was ass.
We gonna get to the E3 stuff. We're gonna
okay.
For the topic and all that. But we're just doing the introduction. Letting us the games that you're playing, and you got any shout outs, anything like that, your channel.
Please rate, comment, subscribe to my channel, Lavon Cason. I'm trying to do the YouTube thing, man. I'm trying. I'm really, really, really trying, man. Doing it, being consistent. You gotta be consistent.
Yeah.
For all you young YouTube creators that are up and coming like me, I gotta be consistent. All the new YouTube people, you gotta be consistent. Because if you're not, you're gonna lose subscribers. Your viewership is gonna go down. And yeah.
Yo, you also lose subscribers posting gameplay. You know, it is what it is. You know, I mean, you never know what it is with YouTube, man.
Oh, yeah, I've seen your gameplays, man. I don't know, man. And the views been, you know, that's just me, but
the views is definitely trash when it comes to gameplay.
Yeah.
The things that people claim that they don't like to watch, you know, and all that stuff, that's the stuff that they watch.
Because everything is live stream now.
Yeah, or live streams, yeah. But yo, introduce my man, council member, online arcade member, Mr. Mog himself, the mind of a gamer, the gamer that's trying to share his experiences with the world. NY's finest. Yo, you see this intro, I want him to say, you know what I mean, like, yo, Barry, that intro was real. Persona, keep it so, NY.
Barry, the intro was real long. Pause.
I be trying out here.
You can get the drum roll up in there.
Wow, man, for real. First off, happy Father's Day to any fathers that may be watching or that are on the panel.
Oh,
Shout
man.
out to you guys.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate
you guys, you guys are the real MVPs today. This is y'all day. Hope you guys enjoy it. But yeah, I'm Persona. I've been here. I'm no stranger here. And I am an online arcade member and contributor. First and foremost, if you're a newcomer, welcome. If you're a regular, appreciate you for coming back. And like I always say, I'm just a gamer trying to share my experiences with the world. And I'm also a Mind of a Gamer podcast host every Saturday at 11 a.m. on my channel, Gaming with Persona. And for the games I've been playing this week, man, Street Fighter 5, definitely. Trying to get better with my urine.
Yo, this man said I just picked up Street Fighter 5 and a character, and I'm out here bodying cats.
I want that rematch, man.
Yo, Masterchangho, man. We can definitely get that rematch.
Yo, who got that Ultra Street Fighter 2?
I wasn't paying no $40 for that, man. But Masterchangho, man, we definitely got to get our run back because that was definitely a really good match, man.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was fun.
Definitely. But yeah, I've been playing Street Fighter 5, Blaze Blue, Final Fantasy 15, Friday the 13th, Uncharted 4 multiplayer. And yeah, that's pretty much. Oh, Call of Duty. We played some Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare, trash. And that's pretty much it. That's all I really been playing this week. I'm just looking forward to a good podcast like always.
Yeah, we definitely was trying to play Infinite Warfare last night, and we got a headache. So I was like, "Yo,
I couldn't." It was like, yo, no bullshit. Yo, look, man, I was shooting dude in the head. Barry can tell you, I'm shooting dude in the head. He turned around and killed me. I said, "Yeah, I'm done. I can't do it."
Yeah, it was definitely a frustrating experience.
That's so much. That's too funny, bro.
Yeah,
that's too funny.
I don't know what the hell was happening with Black Ops 3 last night. So we was like, all right, let's go to Infinite Warfare. Everybody was doing it begrudgingly, but we was like, all right, let's do it.
Yes.
We playing, you know what I mean? It was just like, the hit detection.
That's horrible.
Yeah, are you sure? Are you guys sure they weren't just coming at you at like 120 frames per second?
Dude, look. I don't know what it was. Look, like, I ain't gonna say I'm the best, but I am the best in shooters. So it's like,
oh god,
I know how to aim. I'm a good shooter, and if you able to turn around and kill me, something wrong with the game. I can't play this. It's horrible.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of that in Infinite Warfare. I don't know what the hell is going on with that game, but
it's trash. That's what's wrong.
It is trash. It is
trash from day one.
Yes, I agree. This is probably the worst. This is probably the worst Call of Duty I ever played.
Nah, I still think Ghost is worse than it.
Nah, I can't.
Nah, man.
Not as bad as this.
Nah, bro.
Bro, at least with Ghost, you put time in. Yo, I played Infinite Warfare for no bullshit like 2 weeks and never touched it again.
Now, my gameplay time in Infinite Warfare surpassed Ghost, but Ghost was definitely the worst. Why? Bad score streaks, bad maps, not too much variety with guns.
The hit detection was good.
Yeah, I was about to say, hit detection was godlike in that game.
But yo,
bro.
you know what? I can deal with a semi bad hit detection, but if you don't have good maps, I can't play a Call of Duty game. That's just me. The maps are way too big in Ghost. The spawns was horrible.
Yeah, that is true.
The spawns were bad, and the maps.
Yo, the sniper map, it was a sniper.
They had Battlefield maps in the Call of Duty game, bro.
Those were sniper maps. Even the small maps were sniper maps. I'm like,
yeah.
Like, yo.
It was boring as hell, man. Like, yo, there's some good elements in Ghost. Don't get it twisted.
I'll say this though, Ghost had like some of the best assault rifles in COD.
Yeah,
assault rifles were amazing.
SMGs was bad in Ghost. I'm an SMG player, so if once I see that, I'm like, that's kind of bad because you're taking away the gameplay. Well, I say this: Infinite Warfare doesn't want me to play how I play Call of Duty, and I like to run around. I like to flank. I like to get up in people's face. It doesn't want me to play that way. It want me to play this lane style of sitting back and people spawn. I don't like playing like that. But
what's the class system? I don't know. Like this one, like as far as like leveling up the guns and shit, just wasn't. It just isn't good.
Yeah, that variant gun crap, yo, don't do that in no COD game, man.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's not fair, yo. Like I'm using a trencher, right? I got the bare bones trencher. I just started using trencher. Somebody that probably invests more time in the game, which is fine, but most likely they probably bought it and they get that shit out of the shuffle. They got like this epic trencher. So if me and you go on a one-on-one gunfight, that trencher is going to win because it has like abilities and features on the shit that my trencher don't. So, you know what I'm saying? Right away, it could be like, oh, the first 3 hits is FMJ bullets and it's going to rapid fire after the third. You know what I mean? I can't beat that. You know, I'm just regular. Like, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But anyway, we're not getting into no COD talk. We're going to be talking.
Thank God. I was about to leave, man.
Yo, this guy. Chuck,
I was about to raise you a little bit.
Chuck said I was about to leave.
Yeah, I can't do the COD talk, man.
I'm playing games right now, sir. That's all I'm doing. So you can keep talking.
This is a podcast where, you know, it's not like a PlayStation podcast, like I said, with a council. This is just a game in general podcast. So when people say the name Jay Barry and they see this podcast, just know that we're going to be talking about Microsoft, Nintendo, PlayStation, PC, whatever it is. So don't get butthurt, people. This is not my own opinion.
I mean, you got 20 people watching, so they must believe in you.
30 now. We have 30.
Yeah, you got
30 people watching you.
Let's get into it. PS4 exclusive. Days Gone release date possibly leaked through official YouTube channel. Now, when I saw the title of this news, I got a little giddy. My fancies was tickled. But when I saw the date, I'm starting to question. So I'm going to let you guys know there was a possible leak date for this game. And the date that it showed in the YouTube channel was December 29th, 2017.
That's just a placeholder. That's just a placeholder, man.
That's what I'm saying. Do you guys believe that, or you just
no? That's just a placeholder.
That's a placeholder.
But why would they use a placeholder?
But that's just with any other new game that's coming out. They always been doing that for years.
Yeah, but normally if it was a placeholder, it would be like a 12/31, not a 12/19. So I mean, it could go either way with that. That's not a typical like placeholder date, especially for software.
It could be though. I mean, it is like the last couple of days. So, and Sony is not going to release a game like that at the end of the year. That's kind of not like them.
It's next year, right?
Yeah, that's why I told you, Barry. Like when we
I
had to because it pertains to the discussion. Sony is not gonna like bury their exclusives like Microsoft does. You know, they're gonna give their exclusive. Just like this year, Horizon, Neo, I don't know what else came out, man, but they all come out the first half of the year because they have all the marketing deals at the end of the year. So they're pretty much kind of set, and they're still going to release games at the end of the year too, like Neo Kuni or whatever the game is, and Knack 2. So they still have like those type of games there, but the big ones, they're going to save those. They're going to have their own space, and they're going to promote those like that. Days Gone was never going to come this year. I'm surprised, none of the other games was coming, but Days Gone, you just kind of look at the game, and they're not going to release that this year. That's going to be like a spring game, more than likely.
I thought that was Last of Us 2. It looked like
what? Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I mean, that's what it gave me that feel. It's kind of like a Last of Us type of feel. It's not a bad game or whatever, but I do feel like it'll come out sometime next year in the spring, like in its own little space. And they're going to promote the hell out of that. There has been, it is only June, but they're not gonna do that. They haven't done it.
I don't think it has its own space at all.
I don't either. I don't.
Well, I'm talking about like from like a Sony perspective. I mean, games are always going to come out. Yeah, they have God of War. They still got Spider-Man and all that stuff. That's true. But I'm talking about like they're not going to push it to where COD and Destiny and Battlefront. They're not. I knew they wasn't going to do that because that'll hurt the game, in my opinion. Because we know how it is. It's either one or the other for a majority of the people that game, and a lot of people are not going to buy that.
That's what I say. The Last Guardian was delayed from October to December late date.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but that game, I mean, that game wasn't really that big like that. I mean, yeah, people was waiting for it, but I think a lot of people was like, we'll get it when it come out. I don't think like there wasn't really no hype there from like the general population. Like everybody is hyped for a game, especially if you've been waiting for it, but the hype wasn't there. So like, okay, we could just kind of release this right here, and that's it. Days Gone has never got delayed because it's never had a release date. So I don't see them releasing the game like that late December. I just don't see it.
Well, you see the PSX dates have been announced.
Let's go.
So December 9th and 10th. According to PlayStation's Twitter.
Yeah,
I mean, the games we didn't see, the dates we didn't get for the games that we saw, it's coming. Not only that, Tokyo Game Show at the end of September. I mean,
yeah, but they're not gonna. I just don't see
Nintendo comes at Tokyo Game Show. I hope
that they do.
I think that's gonna come out after E3 of next year. That's what I think is gonna come out.
Days Gone.
The game looks too polished.
It doesn't look ready yet. It doesn't. I don't know if they're gonna announce it again at PSX or they're gonna show it again at E3. But they didn't even say early 2018 when you look at it. So I see it's coming a little around August, maybe. I would say August.
Oh, so you're saying next summer?
Yeah, that's what I think is gonna come out next.
Oh, that'd be a good day for it too, though. Honestly.
Yeah.
Remember, Days Gone. I'm gonna let Achilles. I know you're saying something. Days Gone was the only game that they shown where it didn't even have a release year. So I don't know when it's gonna come out. Honestly, I was a little disappointed by that, but we'll see. We shall see, guys. But Achilles, what's your thoughts on this?
Oh, I really think that the game could come out maybe in December. I know that the 29th is definitely a placeholder because it's on a Friday, and they typically drop games on Tuesday. But to me, the game looked polished. And yeah, I could definitely see it coming out like before Christmas.
Okay. Anybody else thoughts?
Don't care about Days Gone. Don't care for it. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't care for it.
Oh, what you don't like about Days Gone? What you need?
I just don't care for it. The game itself.
Okay.
Is it because of zombies? You tired of zombies?
No, it just doesn't interest me.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I mean, Days Gone. I think I don't think it's gonna come this year because I think they're just gonna let GT's definitely coming this year. And the fact that they didn't give, even if it was coming this year, I do feel they would have given a date on E3 stage because it doesn't make any sense to not put a date on the E3 stage, and then wait, have the game shown on E3 stage and not give the date. That's very counterproductive, and we all know Sony's known for doing stupid shit, but I don't think they that stupid.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, given the circumstances, I mean, this was a kind of a unique situation as far as Sony goes. With Microsoft unveiling their project and all that. So you never know. They might be holding some stuff in their pocket, man. I'm pretty convinced after seeing the E3 showing from them. Was it great? No. Was it that bad? No. They got the bangers as far as the games go. But that's typically subpar from what we normally get from Sony at E3. So I gotta believe that they're loading up for the Tokyo Game Show and for PSX.
Well, not only that, but I think Sony tried to outdo themselves from last year, because last year was probably their best show I've ever seen at E3 period. And seeing that and seeing how great that was, and this is for any conference like this, it's hard to top something like that.
Actually, last year I believe, if I remember, they ended up closing out with The Last of Us 2, right?
No, they closed out with Spider-Man.
Okay.
They closed out with Days Gone last E3.
Oh, Days Gone, yeah, it was Days Gone. They closed out. So it's looking at last year's E3 and looking at this year's E3, I'm not going to say it was bad, but it's hard to top greatness like that.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to say.
We want to talk about E3 a little bit later. Don't get too E3 talk.
Oh no, I was going to go too deep in it. And I was just trying to say as far as the main stage with that, I do feel they definitely should have given the date on the stage if it is coming out this year. But again, looking at, the marketing deals that they have with all these other games that's slated for fall, looking at GT Sports that is like a coveted game, has a cult following, stuff like that. I feel they're going to let the third-party deals and the success of GT ride them through the holiday on top of the Horizon bundle deals that I'm pretty sure they're going to have for Black Friday. I think that'll be enough to push them forward. And then the beginning of next year, just like they did this year, they'll have God of War, Days Gone, Spider-Man, Detroit, Becoming Human, all those games that we can't wait to play during tax time, because that's when folks gonna have bread.
This is what I'm gonna say, then we're gonna move on. And I know I've been wrong with a lot of these games. Yes, I have. I've taken a lot of my L's, okay?
A lot.
A lot.
You took L's yesterday in Street Fighter, but go ahead.
That was a shot.
Low blow. I'm sorry.
Very disrespectful.
How many L's have you taken this year, Jay? How many L's?
I'm taking a lot of L's.
Too many to count, man. I don't need.
Lost a few bets out here, but all right. This is what I'm going to say. I think we're going to get a Last Guardian deal, and it is going to come out in December, because it is escaping the third-party deals that they have, what's in November or October, and I think Gran Turismo is going to drop in November. And Nino Kuni, that's like October, and NAC is like September.
November 10th.
In November.
Yeah, November.
It is escaping a lot of exclusive as far as release dates after it. But in 2018, you got a lot of third-party deals that's coming out as well, and the biggest one is going to be Red Dead, and they say that's coming out early 2017. Can it get delayed? It probably can, but as of right now, Rockstar said early 2017. So having this game even come out close within that time span, I think it's going to get bodied. And I think December is a great spot. It's a new exclusive, even if it's January, I'll be fine with that as well. 2018, I think those are two good spots for it to come out at.
Well, that's what they did with Gravity Rush too. Because remember that was supposed to come out December, and they put that in January.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
they could happen, though.
We'll see, man. But this date does look a little sketchy. The 29th, and that don't really look at. But Sony has released games, especially their exclusive games, on Fridays before. So we'll see. We'll see.
You hope.
I'm not even hoping, because honestly, I got a lot of stuff that I'm going to be playing this holiday season. You know what I mean? Days Gone,
me too, man.
it's just going to be a little caveat, but I'm just saying, I think it's a better time to come out within 2017, because honestly, in 18, I'm looking at Dragon Ball Z Fighters,
Dissidia,
God of War.
That's gonna be crazy next year. Next year
Next year's gonna be
bananas.
That first.
I don't think Red Dead's coming out early next year though.
I think it's gonna come out late next year, like September.
I mean, I'm just going off of what Rockstar.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying it.
Expect a delay.
I will expect a delay too, but I'm just going off what they said. If they come to what they said, then you know that's a game you got to worry about. You know?
Yeah. Just so you know, when Dragon Ball Z drop, you're not gonna see Chuck on this podcast no more.
I don't think nobody gonna see me at all, bro. I'm going to the hyperbolic time chamber, man. I'm learning everything about that game, bro. It's about to be real.
Chuck could talk a good talk, but he gonna catch that L.
What?
It's all good.
Don't disrespect me, boy. Lord Freezer, man.
Chuck is definitely gonna catch some L.
Not from nobody in this podcast. I'll tell you that.
Chuck too confident.
Maybe that combo breaker. That nobody in here though. Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna be, hiding offline.
That offline trade. That's Jabari 101 right there, boy.
Like,
I ain't never seen you online. How you know how to play, bro? You know, man. You know.
Where Barry at, man? Niggas be like, yo, send me that Tekken. I'm offline, bro.
Savage, bro.
That Tournament is gonna be a movie. All
right.
But let's move on.
Let's move on. Yeah.
Fighting game that's coming out. I know Chuck liked this fighting game a lot. Killer Instinct is now. It has been announced for Steam.
Yeah,
it's coming with all the perks from, all the prior seasons. They're calling it the definitive edition, where it's gonna have the new character Eagle, Shin, Hisako, and Kilgore. You get those for free and all that good stuff.
Dope.
It's gonna
dope.
Now, is that gonna be Windows only, or is that gonna be like Linux too?
Steam. From what I'm seeing, it was just on Xbox One and Windows 10.
Okay,
I don't know.
It is so Mac guys are going to be able to get it too now.
I'm not sure. I'm not stating that. I'm not sure, but it is. It didn't state anything here as far as.
Yeah, that's what I was curious because not all Steam games are Linux based or Mac compatible. So
yeah,
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds being one of them. So,
but it's still outside of getting it from the Windows Store.
That's cool. They're trying to keep it alive.
Well, Killer,
man, they got an uphill battle, man.
Yo, a lot of people say that statement is harsh, but it's a truth.
It's true though.
It's not at the main stage of Evo. Discussion over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it wasn't for Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, fucking Tekken Tournament would be on the main stage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People don't want to realize that.
It was in second place though. I mean,
but no, Tekken raised so much money that Evo's given like $10K to support like Tekken tournaments across the country. Like,
imagine the support that Tekken Tournament DX is going to get from Evo.
That game is so boring to watch, though. I mean, good God, that game is
it
so
is,
boring
but
to watch.
I mean, they support it. There's a bigger community supporting the Tekken Tournament right now than there is Killer Instinct.
Yeah, I say this. Like I said, I was
on the major.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was. I know. I'm saying I was at Combo Breaker, and they had like 100 and some people sign up for KI, but
got them T-shirts.
If you sign up, you get the shirts, and a lot of people didn't even show for the tournament. I was like, damn, that's crazy, bro. I mean, a lot of people didn't show up, man. I was like, whoa. And KI had one of the best top 8s at Combo Breaker. It was fun to watch, but I think people was just tired. People was just tired of it, man. It's old.
Yeah,
and not only that,
the
Xbox guys, they don't play fighters. I mean, a lot of them are playing Injustice right now. Maybe some playing Tekken or trying that out, but the Xbox guys, they're not typically playing fighters.
I personally like watching KI. I don't really like playing it, but I'll sit down and watch like a tournament KI. I think it's fun as hell to watch.
It really is, man. We see people like
it's
Nikki
not a bad game.
It's just time for a new one. That's all. It's like,
I agree with that. It's time for a new one. But I mean, Steam has a much bigger user base, so we'll see. It might bring back some life to KI, which is probably needed.
Maybe with some mods.
Oh yeah, I think mods would do wonders for that game.
It all depends on how optimized the game is too, because it requires Windows 10. So a lot of Steam users are still on 7 and 8, and they don't have a lot. Even though a lot of people talk big about their PC and stuff, most PC users out there probably PCs match up to PS4s, PS3s. They're not really strong 1080 Ti's. That's just like YouTubers mainly that have that. So if they don't optimize the game well, then they're not gonna pick up anything from Steam.
Okay.
Real quick. Microsoft needs to stop thinking that they can just make one genre game, and it's good enough where they can just make that one game and let it sit there. Like, you should bring more fighters. Killer Instinct is not going to stand on its own legs for that.
Well,
long.
they do have fighters. I mean, don't get it twisted. They do have Injustice. They got Tekken. They just don't really have like the anime fighters, kind of like BlazBlue and
Dragon Ball.
Well, they do have Dragon Ball though. They have
they're
everything.
getting it.
That's what I'm saying. But they have Xenoverse. I mean, they have the games. They just don't have like the Arc system works. That's pretty much the only difference. They have everything else because everything else is multi-plat. Well, except for Street Fighter 5, but yeah, maybe that's probably.
They don't have like exclusive fighters outside of.
They don't. Well, what's that other game y'all played? They all was just playing on PSN.
Chaos Code.
Chaos Code.
Yeah, there you go. That's another one.
Chaos Code. Saints.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the anime fighter, that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't have those. They don't have those. That's like the only things they're missing though.
King of Fighters, Chaos
Nitro
Code,
Plus.
Nitro Plus.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah, you guys are kind of proving my point, you know. Just being honest though.
By the way, Brawlhalla, that game is fun as hell, yo. If you guys in the beta, yo, try to see if you can get your beta code. I think it might be coming out soon, but don't sleep on that. It's like a Smash, bro.
I got it for free. I haven't even played it yet.
I wasn't sold on it at first, but I was playing with Rail. I'm like, okay, it's pretty fun, man. Once I understood, you gotta kind of understand the game. I didn't really understand the game because I don't play like Smash. I don't really understand that concept. But once I got the hang of it, it was actually pretty fun. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Mechanics down.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right, man. Let's move on because I want to state this. I didn't see too much people talking about it, but I think this is pretty cool. I like the little implementations like this, where Microsoft reveals a complete overhaul for Xbox avatars, and it looks pretty dope. If you guys seen it, people can customize however they want to customize it. I'm about to play a little bit for you guys right here. I know it's gonna come off a little choppy over here on Google Hangout, but I think it's pretty cool, man. Have you guys seen the trailer for it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You can express yourself however you want to express yourself. But I like it. If it's like this with the 3D animations and all that stuff going to happen in there, I think that's pretty cool to have. Something that PlayStation had. They had the home, but it wasn't really like system wide. You know what I mean? And on the system, it was more in an app that you had to go in to see these things.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
But this look pretty cool, man. So what you guys think, man, as you watching the trailer or as you see it?
It's cool, but like I don't know who asked for it. You know what I mean? They could have put this into any infrastructure work that needs to be done, like online, not crashing, or more crossplay. I feel like they really need to do something more, but I guess the avatars look cool.
Okay. Anybody else?
It looks pretty cool actually. It definitely does bring a little bit more life to the whole avatar system on Xbox. So it'd definitely be cool to see how people use this in their profiles and stuff like that. But I'm not breaking down the door.
Yeah, I still got the same avatar that I had when I bought my launch Xbox 360. So, I mean, it looks dope. It's definitely got a lot of nice little features and stuff you can add in, but like you said, I don't know. I'm not jumping up and down for it.
I'm gonna be real. I just don't think it's that important. I think it's kind of stupid, in my opinion. I mean, who really paid attention to that type of stuff? Bro, yeah, I mean, it's probably cool for kids, but I just don't see like no grown person. Well, I ain't gonna say that either because there's weird people out there. But me personally, I think it's a waste of time. I kind of agree with what my man said earlier. It's what's the point, man? And I'll say fix party chat because it's terrible on Xbox Live. I don't care what anybody says. It's terrible. It's terrible on Xbox Live right now.
Especially you get that Apple around.
And Xbox Live now, man. Like it boggles my mind how they got this bad this gen when it works so perfect last gen.
Yo, Chuck, you are an Xbox guy, right? But
yeah.
When I say this stuff, after my 3 Xbox Ones that I have bought, and I stated these things, and when I do my comparisons, everybody have a fucking hissy fit of me comparing party chat on PlayStation.
Did you just say hissy fit?
And Xbox. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. That's what y'all say in New York, right?
Yo, shut up, Chuck.
Nah. There's no such thing in NY, man.
I'm not trying to like talk about party chat, but he brought up the statement.
It's bad though. I'm not gonna even lie.
It is bad.
And people say, "Well, it's not my ex," but I'm like, look, man, I don't like have no horse in the race. I have both consoles. It's bad. I get dropped all the time. The party disconnects all the time. Every time I get on there, it happens, and I don't know why.
The more
it happens to me all the time, though.
I've been on party chats with the biggest Xbox YouTubers. And every time they drop out a joint, he's like, yeah, it's just a regular Xbox Live thing. I'm like, huh. So you out here and you preaching this shit that Xbox Live is superior and this and that, but you saying this is just a regular Xbox Live thing of getting dropped out of parties, something that people use every fucking day.
Every day.
And you don't hear peep. But when my boy Jay Barris brings it up,
because you're a pony, man. You can't be speaking on the box, bro. You know, lead it to the box.
They hold Jabari up on that pedestal, man.
The bot's gonna hold it down for us, man. We don't need no pony speaking on the box.
I'm just speaking on my experience.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? They be like, "Fuck you, Jay Barris."
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying what I experienced.
It's pretty bad though. I'm not going to front, man. And like I said, I don't really care about none of that, the console stuff, or whatever. But it just sucks, man, that it happens all the time. So I really wish they're kind of focused on that. They have all these servers they talk about for the party. I'm not seeing it, man. So to me, it's kind of useless. The avatar thing is. I mean, you probably gonna mess with it. You're gonna mess with it for like once or twice, maybe, and then it's gonna be done. Like, you're not gonna remember about that shit no more, man.
You know why I like that?
They just recently put the custom images on there and stuff too, so that's good enough. I mean, custom images.
Avatars, bro.
You know why I like the avatar stuff? This new avatar, because it brings uniqueness to your platform. You know what I mean? It's something. That's what I like. When, you know what I'm saying? If I buy multiple platforms, I don't want everything doing the same fucking thing. I want something that is unique to bring me back to it. You know what I mean? So it might be something small. I'm not disagreeing with you guys on that, but I think it does bring some type of uniqueness.
Well, the one thing I want to say was I like it. I mean, I probably don't even care about it. I'm not gonna change my avatar anyway. But I think I'm not sure if they still do this, but I remember the family games. Your avatar usually be in it, so I don't know if they're still doing that.
That's what I'm saying. They don't even have that stuff no more, man.
That's crazy.
That's what made. I mean, watching Netflix, which everybody in the party watching Netflix together and stuff. They actually had use for it. Like the avatars, they don't do nothing.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're gonna bring something to it. I don't know, because they don't do nothing right now, man.
Yeah, it used to be in the Uno game too. Like,
don't even go Uno.
Yo, but let's move on, because we have another topic that was a pretty heated topic this week, where Sony defends their decision to block PS4 crossplay with Xbox One and the Switch.
I'm about to go. Yeah.
It came out that games like Rocket League and Minecraft, they wanted to do crossplay because Minecraft and Rocket League is coming out for the Switch, and the devs want to do crossplay between all the three major platforms. But Sony, as of right now, we don't know what's going to happen, but as of right now, opted out on that. Did you guys hear the explanation or read the explanation that they said?
I did.
With Xbox, with Minecraft, Phil Spencer came out and he stated that how they're going to be doing it is that you have to log in to Xbox Live.
Through the Switch.
So Sony, they saying that they want to protect their users and all those things. But speak on it real quick as I feed this cat.
Well, yeah, basically, I mean, it was.
Take priority.
Now I will say that was some funny shit. But on the cross play issue, as far as E3 goes, from all the press conferences, the one thing that I saw that stood out as one of the single biggest things that's going to drive the industry forward as a whole was the Minecraft crossplay announcement. And then, of course, later on, the Rocket League with the Switch and the Xbox. But the Microsoft, the Minecraft deal, they're talking about across all platforms, Android, Apple, well, basically all platforms but Sony. Sony normally, when it comes to this stuff, they're quick to change the narrative to security, which this time, to flip it to, they got to be mindful of their user base and their install base because they sign a contract when you go online. But these games have ratings. These games have disclaimers when you go online, and obviously the big ass user agreement you agree to but don't read. I'm sure it explains the fact that online play, your experience is subject to change. So I mean, as far as Sony not coming in on the crossplay, like that's a big L if we're gonna hand out virtual letters today.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I think it's a smart decision from Sony. I mean, they don't need to do crossplay. On a business side, like on a user base or on a fan base. Like if I want it, I definitely want crossplay. But if I'm looking at it from Sony, I'm like, why would I give you crossplay when I'm winning right now? You know what I mean? I want you to buy a PlayStation 4 to go play with your friends. I don't want to do this. And once you do it one time, once you do it for Minecraft, you got to do it for Rocket League, and then you're going to have to do it for the next game, and then it's going to kill the whole exclusivity thing. That's kind of the way I think they look to it.
I'll disagree with that because, people are going to buy the game on the console they want to buy it on. I don't think it's going to take away from anything. I agree with like Masterchangho. What he said was you want to bring gamers together and being able to play. So say if only you have like an Xbox and you have the Switch, that's the only consoles you have. I can still play with you. I think that's dope.
Right.
That's not gonna change, sales. That's not gonna change anything, because everybody doesn't have all the consoles. It's never going to be like that. It's never going to be 100%. I have all three, or you can even throw a PC in there. It's not going to be like that. So a lot of families can only afford one, and your friend may only can afford one. So for certain game, it's not going to be for every game. But I feel like any type of multiplayer game, I feel like it should be cross play. It's not. You're not going to say, "Oh well, man, that's going to incentivize people to buy the game on their console of choice." I don't have to buy it on the same console as my friend anymore. I could buy whatever I want and still play. And people already do that anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really see the big deal. And people are talking about, well, you have to sign in the Xbox Live.
Right.
I mean, if you look at it right now, look on your PlayStation. You're signing into Twitter. You're signing into Facebook. You're signing into YouTube. All that stuff is already on there. So being the sign in, having a Microsoft account on your PS4 when you already have other accounts on your PS4, I don't really see the big deal with that. Like I said, I don't really see the big problem.
Not only that, I mean, just imagine if they did. All right, imagine Sony, Xbox, and Nintendo cross-play on a lot of these big multiplayer games. Shout out Sick Humor in the chat. He's talking about competition. All right, right now, esports, all these E-League stuff, the FGC is on the rise. It's surpassed being $1 billion industry now. We see the production going on for the Street Fighter E-League on what's TBS
Crazy.
Friday nights.
Yeah,
top notch, dude. Top notch. And you're watching these things. You could even hop on the online arcade where you guys commentating and shit. And it's hype. It's just as good as watching a real fight at times. So imagine this. imagine I'd say kind of like the NASCAR effect, you know, Chevy, Ford, Dodge battling it out. Imagine the competitive scene, this E-League scene, if all these games were cross-play, these multiplays. Mm-hmm. Now, not only that, how much more money is that going to drive into it? Where now you got like, you know, we're looking at like NASCAR, the big three. Now you got competitive gaming, which is on the rise, the big three. That's going to bring so much more competition. It's going to bring more money, more ad spots, on top of everything to the competitive scene as well.
But let me ask a question real quick. Okay, go ahead. Chuck, I'll ask Chuck, because Chuck is primarily an Xbox guy. If, say, all of Sony's exclusives, right, the ones that you're excited for, we'll use that. The ones that you are, I want to play that. Okay. If you could play those on Xbox, would you still buy a PS4 to play them? Be honest. If you could play Sony's exclusives on Xbox, would you still buy a PS4 to play them?
No, I mean, but
no,
that's
hold on.
Okay.
So you wouldn't buy a PS4 to play Sony's exclusives if they were multi-plat. The same thing applies to cross-platform play. If your friends are all on PlayStation playing Rocket League, but you have an Xbox, Sony just lost a sale by doing crossplay.
That's not necessarily true, because what happens if that guy? What happens if he can't afford it though, bro? That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Sony's not paying my rent. Sony's not paying. Sony's in the business to make money.
I feel you.
It sounds messed up.
No. I get what you're saying on the whole mindset. Well, we don't want to help the competition, but they're not helping anybody. I don't really understand that mindset. What they're trying, what the devs are trying to do is to get people to play their game. That's the whole gist of it.
I don't agree with that.
It has nothing to do. No, I'm talking about the devs of the game. They're trying to get they're trying to have people play the game.
Check this out. When it comes to, I'm all for crossplay. Don't get it twisted.
Okay.
I'm also a businessman. I look at business side of things, and that's what I.
As do I.
Right. So when it comes, not Rocket League, because Rocket League is a much different thing when it comes to the whole crossplay aspect. Rocket League is running everything on their servers. Yeah. With Xbox Live, I mean, with Minecraft is a whole different ballpark, because now with Xbox Live, Switch, you're required to sign in. That doesn't benefit Nintendo in the hindsight of things. If PlayStation agrees to that, that doesn't benefit PlayStation. That benefits Microsoft, because you're logging on to their thing where they're running everything. That's what they said. They want to run everything to track people's DLCs and all that stuff and all that. It doesn't benefit those two platforms on a network standpoint, because what that's going to do for Microsoft is going to have them boost everything. Look at the Xbox Live increased rate numbers that we have.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
But I mean, as far as that goes, I'm not Nintendo Switch. I'm pretty sure if this crossplay would happen, you're not going to be logging into Xbox through your PlayStation.
No, that's what they said. With Minecraft, you have to log into Xbox Live.
Also, the only things I saw and read on it were
Rocket League about the Switch. Right now, you're everything is PlayStation, but you're playing the game on their server. Like that kind of that's crossplay to me when you're doing different networks. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's crossplay. Rocket League does it right now with PC. You're cross-playing whatever PC network is going on. Boom, that's perfectly fine. I don't really care per se about Minecraft. To crossplay. If it has it, that would be cool. Like, on a gamer's perspective, like if they got to sign to Xbox Live, I don't really care. But I'm just looking at it from a business perspective on why Sony would say, I don't think I'm down with that.
Not only that, but you also, my fault, guys, finish your thought. Sorry.
It doesn't benefit them at all that, you're over here, even with the third party games, you gotta sign on. You can, it gives you the option. Do you want to sign on to Ubisoft Play or whatever?
You play.
How many people really do that shit? Nobody. Everybody likes.
I don't even know my password to that.
Exactly.
But also you have to look at it like this too. Sony is already doing cross-play this gen. Like, how many cross-play games with PC and PlayStation do we have already on PlayStation compared to the competition? PC is its own entity, you feel me? And PlayStation has aligned itself with that. Like, we could do crossplay with PC and get more people in on the servers, whatever the case may be, whatever. Mm-hmm. With Microsoft and Nintendo, yeah, that sounds good on paper, but as looking at it from business and looking at it from a competitive standpoint, that's not good, because essentially you lose console sales and lose game sales doing that. And third party deals don't hold as much value if we're doing cross-platform play and things like that. And again, it becomes out of control. Where if you do it for Rocket League and you do it for Minecraft, then how many people say, "Oh, I wish I could play you in COD, I bust your ass," or fighting games or whatever. I feel it takes away from the overall sale of a console or the sale of a game.
Let me add to that. Let me add to that real quick.
I don't think so.
Like, you look at GTA 5. You think GTA 5 sold because one person bought it for one console? No, one person bought it for PC. One person bought it for PlayStation 4.
Exactly.
Somebody bought it for Xbox One. Look, I had to buy Rainbow Six. I bought it for PC, and then a whole bunch of people on PlayStation wanted to play, so I had to buy it again for PlayStation. And now somebody's hitting me up on Xbox saying, "Hey, play it for that." So I'm gonna probably buy it for Xbox.
Now hearing that it sounds like, damn, I got to spend all this money, but to a company, they just made 3 sales off you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it sucks for me. I wish it was cross-platform.
At the end of the day, these companies, like, as much as we may like these companies are in business to make money, and the best financial decisions to make isn't that in Sony's favor. I personally feel, like I said, cross-platform is cool. It would be fun to have something like that, but is it something essential to the overall experience of what games are trying to do? No. I think it will hurt Sony more so than it would benefit. Personally.
Everybody in here will want crossplay. I don't think nobody is disagreeing that we don't want crossplay, but we're just looking at on a business perspective side of things. Like,
but let me say this. This is
one second, Chuck. There are games last gen that PlayStation wanted to do cross-platform with Xbox, and they said no. Look at a huge game like Final Fantasy Realm Reborn. That's a game right there where these guys are still asking Microsoft to open up their servers so they can do crossplay. But nobody.
To be clear, the Microsoft servers are wide open. For what reason many devs don't choose to use them, that's on them. But
according to
you can't deny the clear-cut advantage of dedicated servers.
No. According to Square Enix, they said that the only reason why it's not on the Xbox because Microsoft is not opening their servers to have crossplay. They have to have crossplay. That's what they want. I can pull up the article right now and show you.
I'll do it in a different perspective. Like, say, 2 stores. Okay, say you have 2 stores on the same. You have one store on one block, and the store sells a specific kind of chip. Let's just say, I don't know, fucking Pringles, some shit. I don't know. Just let's use Pringles. It's easiest, right? It sells Pringles. Another store starts getting a shipment of Pringles as well. Is that first store losing business?
Yeah.
Or is that first store? Is the second? Hold on. If the second store gets the same type of chip, is the first store still going to be making the same money as opposed to if that second store didn't have that chip that's popping?
No, because
it wouldn't be making the same amount of money, right?
That's like saying, well, people buy iPhones when Samsung come out with a new phone. Doesn't make any sense.
But Samsung made iPhones.
It's 2 of the same product, though.
Yeah,
it's 2 of the same.
But
product.
It's the S7. It's pretty much the same damn phone.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Sony is not going to lose sales because of crossplay.
How?
No, they're not.
Look, Madden. I'm gonna talk from a sports perspective. Madden and 2K sells real well on both consoles, a little bit better on PS4. Do you know how many times I would enjoy? I don't want to buy Madden twice. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to buy 2K twice. For me to be able to play with people on PS4 or vice versa on Xbox, that would be huge. I'm talking from a gamer. I know you guys doing the business thing, and I get it,
right.
But this is a gamer's podcast. From a gamer perspective, it's not it. For Sony to decline it is stupid because you could play Minecraft on your phone. You can play Minecraft on your tablet. You can play Minecraft anywhere.
That's
what I'm saying.
Now,
I don't.
And you talk about from a business standpoint. Speaking like that, now when somebody has all these platforms and they're debating what they want to buy Minecraft for instance, now they're probably not going to buy it for Sony because they don't have crossplay with the others. But not only that, from the Nintendo standpoint,
Exactly.
You're a PC guy, you're an Xbox guy, you're a PlayStation guy. It doesn't matter, and you're a Rocket League fan. I know I can count them. I can count 4 or 5 people that I know personally right now who are either PC guys or otherwise who are going to buy a Switch if they don't already have one, and then buy Rocket League a second time for the Switch just because of the crossplay.
Persona, I want to ask you something.
Okay.
The reason why you have a PlayStation, right, is because of the exclusive library that they give you that you cannot get on the Xbox. So everything with crossplay, that's still going to make you get a PlayStation because those games are exclusive to PlayStation.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're talking more from
third parties
obviously
also buy on the
if you're talking
PlayStation
about
because that's where
exclusive,
my friends are as well.
Yeah, but that's their purpose. They're going to
That's where most of my friends.
Wait. Have you ever been curious, like, to try out a different version of a game? Like, I
have all 3 consoles. I have all 3.
Yeah,
all of them. And
Oh,
I play on all of them.
I know that, but like a multiplayer, have you ever been curious enough? Like, I wonder what the Xbox version would look like. I wonder what the
Nobody thinks like that, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
because
thinking
most
like
multiplats honestly are pretty much the same thing.
and not only that, but like most multiplats, like multiplats outside of Call of Duty, Battlefield, Battlefront, and maybe the sports games, those games, you can kind of pick and choose where you want to be because if all your friends are playing on PlayStation, then obviously that's the choice you make. But it's as opposed to like Assassin's Creed, for instance, you can get that wherever because it's a single player game. So it's not like that experience.
Yeah.
That experience doesn't differ anywhere else because you essentially across the board, you're getting the same experience because it's a single player game. It plays out the same. Multiplayer games play out differently because essentially an experience can be heightened depending on who you're playing with. If you're playing with friends, like Friday the 13th, for instance, me and the council, we all play that. We play that a lot. The experience is different as opposed to me playing by myself, but it's still enjoyable.
Okay, so with that point, so take that point and look what you just said. So just imagine if you're able to play with all your friends. So say if you have a boy that only has an Xbox, that wouldn't be dope to actually play with your boy that's on the Xbox and y'all all could be in the same game. I think that.
I'm not. See, but I think it's
nobody's knocking that.
I that for crossplay is cool. The concept sounds awesome. I'm not taking that away from anybody here or anybody in the chat. Crossplay would be awesome to have. I agree with everybody. I would love to have that, but I'm looking at it from money and financials. It's not lucrative to have something like that.
That's just not a good. That's not a good excuse. That's just not a good excuse, man.
The argument is not. As gamers, we want crossplay. I don't think nobody's defeating that. We're just on Sony.
No, but from a business perspective, it's not.
No, on a business,
that excuse is not good enough. It's
not. Your competitor. You have to sign on your competitor's network to play to have crossplay. That is not beneficial to you as a business. That's like, you want to wash your car? I have a gas station. You want to wash your car? You got to come over here to my station where I got the car wash.
If the game had less than 1,000 people in there, then I can see why Sony would say, yeah, let's do crossplay because ain't nobody playing on there. And now we can smush the small community together. That's the only way I would see Sony doing that. But it's a game like GTA, you know what I mean? It's a game like Rocket League. Who's not playing Rocket League? Who wants to play? It's a huge community of Rocket League people.
But Rocket League is different because
it's not hurting.
Look, Rocket League is very old. Not old. I don't want to use that it's old, but like if you didn't buy it, it came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. It's pretty old.
If you didn't buy it, wherever you're gonna buy it, that's essentially it. Like whoever's getting on there is the people that already have it. Yes, it may pull in some new people to play it, but
my argument, Rocket League is completely different. My biggest argument is with Minecraft. I think that is not beneficial for Sony. Rocket League, I don't know why they're not doing that because the devs said that they're doing everything on their end. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're not losing anything as far as a business that, I got to log on to another person's network that I'm competing with. No, the devs themselves is doing everything. Rocket League have crossplay right now. Sony always has done crossplay. It's not an issue of Sony not doing it. I just think it's the politics within the policies of like Minecraft But when it comes to Rocket League, I can't defend that. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you doing with that. Rocket League, I think you should just have that. From what the devs are saying on that, but that Phil Spencer interview, I can definitely see Sony saying no. Would I like it? I don't play Minecraft, but I think it would be cool to have people play crossplay with that. Rocket League, hell yeah, I want that, because you know we always played Rocket League when they first came out, and we playing PC guys and all that. Xbox finally got it. It would be cool to play them. The Switch is going to get that. I don't know why the Switch people want to do crossplay with that.
You know, let me bottom line is I'm gonna be making them salty when I put the whipping on them with that Mario hat on, son.
Rocket League is on Xbox, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it crossplay with PC?
It's on everything right now. It's coming soon.
Yeah. Is Rocket League crossplay with PC currently right now?
Yes.
It is. Yes.
Yes.
At first it wasn't, but
Xbox crossplay, PS4 crossplay.
They crossplay
PC, but not together.
Yo, but let's move on, guys, because we got a lot of more stuff to talk about. Let's talk about this whole. I'm going to give you guys the option, right? Okay. I'm going to give you guys to choose. Okay. Microsoft, and I'm going to be quiet here. I'm going to let you guys talk with these because if I say anything, it's going to be a problem.
It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, pony.
Come on, Barry. Don't hold back, man. Don't hold back.
No true 4K experience can happen at $399.
Wait, let him finish. Let him finish.
Or we can talk about Phil Spencer's take on 60 frames per second games.
Let's talk about the $399 thing. Let's talk about that.
$399 first?
Yeah, I'd rather.
Are we talking about both anyway, or we have to choose one to talk about?
Which one you want to talk about first? These are going to be the last before we go into the
I think it's 60 frames per second. So
I think I want to talk about 60 frames first because what Phil Spencer said.
Let's vote it up.
Yeah, Phil Spencer. 60 frames per second.
$399.
That's one. 60 frames. What you say, Achilles? Which one first?
60 frames. We can talk about.
There we go. Let's go, Achilles.
All right, so it's all on Nelson and
60 frames. I already said it. 60 frames.
Oh, all right. So Lavon, 60 frames, got it.
Nuts, but oh well.
We're still gonna talk about it. $399. All right, so Phil Spencer said that most people don't care about 60 frames per second. In his statement, he's obviously talking about console play for gamers, and the majority of gamers that play on consoles don't really care about a 60 frames per second experience. I think he brought up resolution in here. Let me bring it up. Hold on, guys. So everybody,
you're looking at the Engadget.
No, what's the other guy? The other guy brought up resolution.
Oh, the other guy that brought up resolution. All right, but I'm going to share the screen so you guys can get a visual.
Of talking about the Engadget one. That one.
This is WW. No, this is WCC.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So first of all, what do you even think about that whole initial statement about, majority of the game is not really. Well, he said most people don't care about 60 frames per second.
Most gamers or most people.
Yeah,
he did say most people.
Yeah, that's a good point. We can go people.
Who's this applying to?
Well, we're talking about gamers, though, right?
Yeah, I think.
I guess
there are people that's not.
Yeah, I was gonna say I hope gamers are people, but I think I'm a person. I don't know. Am I? I mean, I'll start us off because I talked about this on Mind of a Gamer yesterday as well. Me, Demi, and Mr. Official. Shout out to them. Oh, in court as well. But I mean, essentially, he is right. But I feel like he's kind of putting off what was promised in the early stages of the Scorpio release and the hype on the gamers' overall perspective of what they expect. Because, realistically, frames wasn't really being talked about until last year. At the beginning of this generation, what most people were judging the game on was the resolution. Remember when Battlefield 4 came out and it was 900p? And I think on Xbox it was 720 or a little bit lower, and then it was 720. I don't want to be wrong on that. But and then as the generation got further in, it was always the comparison of resolution over frames, and so that narrative changed again when last year when I don't know what happened. I think it was when the specs leaked for the Neo, and people started talking about, oh, well, it's not going to do 60 frames and 4K, but at 30. And, PC guys came in and started saying, well, 60 frame this and all this. And it kind of shifted the narrative of what gamers expected the consoles to do. Now, I'm pretty sure all of us would consider ourselves at one point or another a bit of a hardcore gamer, but majority of the gaming community is casual, and most casuals like things that look pretty. As long as it looks good, I'll play it. I'll pick it up. So the whole frames thing kind of is more geared towards a niche audience of people, i.e. us. So I think what he is doing is he is trying to kind of, I'm going to say, bring down what people think, their expectations of what to expect. And he's putting it on the gamer, like, look, this is what your community is looking at most, resolution. So why is it that I'm focusing more on this when this is what's more accepted? So, but I would like to hear what everybody else thinks, though.
I always think it's cute when, console people talk about frames and resolution and stuff like that. But what he's saying is true. It's true, but I feel like he should care about that, He should focus on that. When you come out and you say uncompromised, I'm thinking ultra settings, 60 to 120. When you come out and you brag about the most powerful console, and you have competitors, or you have a platform that can do more than 60 frames per second, I'm thinking you can at least hit 60. I feel like he's talking, last year or the years before last, they were talking a lot of hot shit, and now that the console is put together, they're not even giving us 60. They're barely hitting 4K. They're doing 4K checkerboard.
Who is that?
What was that?
Who are you calling they?
Xbox.
They're not giving it to you.
Oh,
Are you calling? No, I'm just saying, because are we talking about Microsoft, or are we talking about third-party developers?
I'm talking about Microsoft, and I'm talking about just what they said at the conference when they said uncompromised, and what uncompromised really means, and not the definition that they're coming out with of uncompromised.
Well, I mean, ultimately, as a final product of these third-party games, what you're going to get out of the new system is essentially going to be up to the developers. So,
or up to the hardware, right?
It's not up to the hardware. The hardware is not optimizing the game by itself. It is honestly up to the developers. And most of these Microsoft games, I believe you are going to get a 4K experience from. Now, depending on the type of game, you're obviously not going to get 60 frames per second, unless they lock it. Forza, you're going to get 60 frames locked on Forza. That's been a standpoint of that franchise. But I mean, you can't ignore the technical specs. You can't ignore what the console can do. So when we're talking about frame rate, I mean, Phil's right. Most people don't care about frame rate. Some of the hardcore gamers, some of the, even some of the casual gamers are going to be worried about frame rate. So he's right to a standpoint, but the one thing I don't understand is, especially, on social media and all these gaming groups, why does everybody get so butthurt when dynamic resolution is mentioned? Does anybody have an explanation for that?
I don't know. I guess they were expecting fully 4K 60.
But as a gamer, wouldn't you want the best of both worlds with a dynamic resolution system, to where the priority was kept on frame rate, and your final resolution is just going to depend on basically what's going on in the screen? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I would prefer that, but like I said, at the last conference, they said 4K uncompromised, and that's just what people got into their heads. What they said,
Yeah, I would say this. I think I agree with you guys. Phil is right. I feel like some games. I mean, some games need to be 60. And right now they are. I think all sports games are 60 for the most part.
Right.
Racing games.
They can do 60 though.
Yes, I'm saying I've seen 4K 60 sports already. That's already been done on the
And
Pro.
even some of the shooters,
yeah,
4K 60 is very achievable.
Yeah, but you got to kind of understand what you're buying. If you actually like go price a PC that could run 4K 60, and a lot of PCs can't even do that, you're paying a lot of money, So for these gamers to come out and think that this console, was going to do this, and especially at the price point, just be happy at what you're getting.
Yeah,
I do feel like 60 frames. That's not really the standard for a lot of gamers because a lot of people don't really understand all that stuff. They kind of just get on, they play.
Not even.
They're not even thinking about it. They're not.
That's what I said. Like most gamers, it looks pretty. They assume everything's fine. So this game looks so beautiful. I want to play it. Anthem, for instance, that shit looked awesome. I'm sure most gamers were sitting there looking at that and was like,
that looked crazy.
And especially some of the stuff that was going on in the environment.
Yeah, that game looked crazy, man.
Yeah, so it's like looking at something like that. A gamer, average person isn't overanalyzing. Well, is this 60 frames? Is this checkerboard? Is this, it looks good. They want to play it.
Yeah. It's a small community that actually looks at that type of stuff.
Yes.
And I won't even call those like hardcore gamers. I would call those, fanboys. Because if you're literally like trying to like diminish a game, based off that, which is like, how can you even talk anything about Anthem? Anthem is the best looking game at E3, hands down. I don't care if it's 4K or 14.4. I don't care about none of that stuff, man. It boggles my mind how people think these days or about this type of stuff. Like, yeah, we do want the best version of every game, but if you have a $399 Xbox or a PlayStation, bro, you're not getting that. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get that.
Mm-hmm. One thing I firmly believe, and I think this is across the board. I don't care if you play on Xbox, Nintendo, PlayStation, or whatever. But if again, what Chuck said, what you pay for is what you get. But if graphics and frames really matter to this level of capacity to you, you should really be on PC because that is the definitive.
And that's what I'm saying.
Definitive.
Bottom line is, though, if you're talking about the capabilities and features of the X for $500, you're not building a PC anywhere close to that. You're not building a PC anywhere close to that.
Right. But see, I don't want to put everything on the gamer. You like a lot of this is the company as well, though, because the company did condition. Company and developers, they did condition a lot of gamers to think, this way as well.
I don't buy that at all. I don't give people the benefit of the doubt talking about they was brainwashed and all that. No, I'm not saying brainwashed. No, I hear what you said, but that's just how I'm gonna say it. Yeah. Like, there might. No, because at the end of the day, a lot of these people are grown. Ain't no kid in elementary talking about, oh, well, Xbox don't mean it was 4K 60, man. I'm hurt. They ain't saying that, bro. Yeah. It's all these grown-ass men arguing about this shit every day. And so for you as a grown man to believe you're going to get that inside of a box, like, come on, bro. Like, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Can you get 4K? Can you get 4K? It doesn't. So can you get 4K? Cool. But you think you about to get 60 on every game, man? Especially an open world game, bro. Use your brain.
It doesn't make sense to us, but it makes sense to people who are casuals who don't think about it.
But casuals don't think about that though.
Somebody says if they watch an E3 and they say uncompromised, they're thinking that they're gonna get the best playthrough. They think it equals a PC.
I don't even think
I disagree with that. I don't think casuals even care about that, bro.
Nah, but in the community.
Casual gamer? Are you talking about casual gamer or like fanboy gamer? Because it's a difference, man.
All right, check this out. Check this out.
I think fanboy gamer.
Before we move on to the next topic, check this out. last year at E3, I did a video on this where a lot of people got hurt by me saying, "All right, guys,
Did they, bro?
get hurt." But yo, last E3, Microsoft came out. They officially revealed the Scorpio. In that little brief video, they promised the highest resolution and the best frame rates. What do you guys take from that part? That's the first part I'm going to make.
Dynamic.
You get dynamic. You got dynamic from that statement that they said.
I got 4K 60 from that.
I got 4K 60.
I got dynamic.
4K 60, man. That's what I got.
All right, so check this out now. Now, Sony, I always got to compare us, guys. I'm sorry. That's how I am, right?
We know.
Sony had their conference saying about the Pro, and now it's dynamic. They're using checkerboard and all that stuff. Right away, Microsoft and their representative, they came out and they told you the Xbox will be doing, or the Xbox Scorpio will be doing 4K, true 4K. What does true 4K mean in your mind? Because
4K, the full native 4K.
It's a different meaning to Microsoft here,
but they have native 4K in games, just like the pros. I don't really understand what the issue is. They have native 4K. They have it.
With the Pro, people saying that they can't say a true 4K experience, but people are saying that Microsoft is perfectly fine with saying really true 4K. You see the quotes right here. The quote was right here.
Really true 4K, really incredible visual games that we never seen before on the console.
Yeah, it's marketing. That's all it is.
People take that stuff seriously.
But that's their fault, though. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just like it's no different than watching CNN or something like that, bro. People believe what they want to believe, bro, and that's just what it is.
If I tell you, if you win this tournament, you're going to get $300, and I give you $100. Am I lying? Did I lie to you?
Yeah, you lied.
All right.
That's nah, bro. That's
you say a true $300, and then I'm like, hold on, I have to take out these taxes.
Yeah, I got to take out the fees. Oh, here's the $100.
But that's how game shows work. Isn't that how game shows work, bro? Yeah. You never get the amount you win. You know what I'm saying?
But people going into these into these groups or into social media or whatever, they leave these conferences or watch these videos believing this though. That's the thing. And these are adults, because how many times have you seen somebody shouting that the Xbox One X is going to be better than the Pro and it's going to do all these amazing things.
But
they believe
your
mom based on
okay, but I feel you though. But then it was the same thing when the Pro came out, bro. Oh man, we about to have the best experience. Woo, this and that, and then when it wasn't all cracked up to be, it just went under the rug. It's the same thing. Yeah. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Boost mode, all that. It was the same thing.
Check this out. It's not the same thing.
It is the same thing.
It's not. I have a
conference on September. Sony wasn't telling you true 4K experience. They actually broke it down to you and told you this is what we're doing with Horizon. They told you each game. This is what we're doing. We're doing checkerboarding. We're rendering at 2160, and we're checkerboarding.
No, I'm not. I'm not talking about the company. I'm talking about the same fans y'all talking about, right? That's what I'm talking about. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, and people are making the Pro better than what it really is, and people are going to make the X better than what it really is. That's just the facts.
If he's selling the product and you took it as native 4K, then that's on us. But he said true 4K. Yeah, that's what it was on.
And you get true 4K on the X though. So what did he lie?
Yeah, he did. Going to say all the games was the true 4K.
When did they say all the games, bro?
Right. Yeah. And the fact of the matter,
when did they say all games, man? Stop, bro. Come on, man.
It will bring the most powerful console you ever seen. It will bring these. Really true 4K. Really incredible visual games that we've never seen before on the console.
When did they say all games though? You're not answering my question. When did they say every single game is going to be 4K 6? When did they say that?
I'm gonna find it because I remember on Twitter these guys was going crazy. It's like, oh, we're getting a 4K game. Even Kids Moves on there. On
You've proven my point. That's what I'm saying. You cannot take what you see on Twitter and generalize the whole population. It's like that's the like statistics in college, bro. You're taking the sample and you're trying to make it the population.
No.
It doesn't work.
The difference is clarity of what you're saying. If you're clearly saying, hey, we're doing blue smokes, it's going to increase it, it's going to increase in performance versus we're doing true K4. And if somebody gets the PS4 Pro confused, you can say, hey, they clearly said this. But if they clearly
But not everybody's listening to that stuff.
This girl right here.
Nobody's listening to all that stuff. You guys are not really like
I remember this.
listening. When did they say all games?
It's that first party. Will run native 4K.
Okay. So when did they say all games? And they said it's up to the developers too, right? Didn't they say that? It's up to the devs to use the power. Boom.
Same thing. It's up to the developers.
Okay. So what are we arguing here?
Can we also speak to the fact that many of these games that we saw that were not true 4K are still in the developmental phase? And that there is proven to be much headroom left on the console.
I'm not buying.
Let's just wait till the games come out.
Like I said, ultimately it's up to the devs. Okay.
We can't say that.
And are all these devs of these multiplats going to use that extra power? I'm willing to bet that no, they're probably not. So I mean,
exactly.
We can say that. Can the console do it? Yes, the console is way more capable than the Pro. All fanboy shit aside, and it will do more true 4K than the Pro can. Okay, so that's a known fact.
Will it still be?
I mean, when you're coming about who's saying this and who's saying this, for the casuals, no, people don't care about frame rate. Give me a pretty game. Give me a game that plays well. It looks good. You know, most people don't care about the frame rates, okay? But, same thing as the Pro on the Sony side. This is not, they're not really marketing this to the casual gamer. So, I mean.
Thank you.
Guys, I'm saying this. When you come out at E3 last stage and you claim and said, we're going to be offering the highest resolutions. And
which they're doing. Which they are doing.
And the best frame
from this E3 and from the developers who come out already and spoken on it, they've done just that.
So where did they lie?
I'm not saying there's some misleading terms that's going on here. Yeah, you know it as well. Let's not be coy over here, guys. When somebody giving you a statement like that, you're thinking, "Oh, damn, 4K 60 frames." That was the conversation all last.
Hold on, let's say this: like if you start going car shopping and you look online and you see a cheaper price online, and when you go into the store and you know that price was just to get you in the store. That's what it is with buying the X.
It's misleading.
Trying to get you to buy that X.
But you still have the bro. Do anybody do research before they buy things? I'm pretty sure everybody in this I'm talking about from cars and everything. So
I am not.
So just because somebody say something, bro, females be saying they look good on Facebook, and then you see them in the real, and then you know what I'm saying? That's how it is, man. You can't.
Is it misleading? Yes or no?
Yeah, it's misleading. True.
Conversation over.
But it's not.
Whatever that person stated is misleading. That's it.
Man, look, bro. I'm just saying, man. You know, we all take chances, man, and it's up to the consumer to buy what they want to buy. Microsoft did not lie. They're going to have the best versions of every multiplat. Facts, unless the devs want to keep parity. That's what it is. That's it. The console is more powerful. We already know. We knew that for a year. So I don't understand why they lied that. What did they lie?
You're bringing up two different conversations here.
No, I'm not.
Sure. I'm not disagreeing with you. What you're saying, I'm talking about. It's still misleading. Whatever this, you disagree with me, Chuck.
Man, nah, bro. Nah, bro. It's not. Look, I'm telling you, bro. Like.
The Xbox One X is going to have the best multiplat. They have the better hardware. That is not the argument here. What the argument is, what they originally
got the better hardware
offering.
It depends on what your PC is, though. Yeah, right. Yeah, we talking about. But I'm saying though, bro, there's no misleading. They said they're gonna do true 4K. They're doing it. They said it's up to the devs. The devs are speaking on it, and the devs are gonna make the game how they want to make the game on the platform. You can't put that on Microsoft. That doesn't make any sense.
Regardless or not,
You can't hold them to that. You can't hold them to that.
Devs are saying, if Microsoft was saying they're offering true 4K experiences and they got devs that's not offering true 4K experiences, that is misleading.
What?
It is.
I don't understand.
Like, that doesn't even make any sense, bro. I mean, I don't even know what you're saying anymore, man. I'm all over the place.
Are you ready? Killzone Shadowfall. The devs said that game is 1080p, but they did a technique to make the game 1080p. Is that game 1080p, Chuck?
What's that again? So it's upscale, basically, right?
Killzone Shadowfall. They had a temporal projection to make the game in multiplayer 1080p, where they interlace the two.
Okay, so the end result is 1080p, though, right?
The end result is 1080p.
Okay, there you go. That's it. Like I said, I don't know where you go with this, man. Microsoft, where did they mislead everybody? That's the question. Where did they mislead? They didn't mislead anybody.
You're not making me make my point. You just
go ahead.
Now I got you. You're in my web. I got you.
Oh, nah, man. You ain't Peter Parker, bro. Chill out, bro. You ain't Morris. Relax.
What happened with Killzone Shadowfall, Chuck? They almost had a counter. They almost had a lawsuit because they misled Chuck. Right? Yes or no?
If the end result is 1080p, that's no difference than Microsoft upscaling their games to 1080p. Is it 1080p? Yes.
My question. You're not answering. I believe them that they was misleading the consumer. That's what happened, Chuck.
How are they misleading the consumer when they got it to 1080p?
Because do
they have to tell everybody how they got there? Come on, man.
The people thought they missed it.
Man, the people don't. All right, man. I mean, look, you want to move? I'm done with this, bro. Because we're going in circles, bro. It's kind of, we're not getting anywhere. We're not getting anywhere. Microsoft, you said Microsoft misleading people. I don't see it. It is what it is.
Order.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
but I think
to bring it back,
one thing that Microsoft did do in a lot of their advertising, because I remember when the Pro came out, and I remember when the Pro was talked about, Microsoft was posting up tweets and stuff and talking about experience for true 4K like none other. All this other, there's a lot of different advertising.
And did they not show it? Though. Did they not show it?
See the way they advertised it, they advertised it in a way where it looked like it would be doing something different than what PlayStation 4 Pro is doing, and it's not. Because yes, we
don't know that yet because it's not out yet.
We do though, because the techniques that they showed that they will be using is dynamic 4K checkerboarding and native.
But a lot of bro. Okay, I feel you, bro.
In that sense, it does.
That's what the Pro. Well, going back to what Phil Spencer said, that could be. All right, listen, I will say I do agree with 100% what Phil Spencer said. I just think the timing of what he said is wrong. If you're trying to sell a product that this is going to be the best thing, yeah, we know it's going to be the best thing. But you saying statements like this, people's going to look at you with a weary eye. But is he wrong? No, he's not wrong. Because I've been saying this whole generation. I've been saying this like, 60 frames per second, that's cool. What I really just care about is a stable frame rate. I don't give a damn about games in 30 frames. As long as that junk look good, if it's in 1080p, and I'm Gucci. That's all I care.
Well, honestly, real quick before we move on, I think PlayStation Pro and Xbox One X were doomed with 60 frames anyway, because what a lot of people forget with these consoles is we still have the original PS4 and the Xbox One that we don't have to develop for. So either way, I think this argument on about frames was a dead issue to begin with, because what did people complain about with the Pro?
The timing of what he said. You just revealed your next powerful console, and you saying things like this. Like the gamers, the hardcore gamers, like the casuals, they don't give a fuck what's going on here. Yeah. The hardcore gamers looking at it's like.
Yeah, but that console is not for casual gamers, though.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
It's not. That's why you have the S. The S is for them.
Yeah, but it's for the hardcore gamers. Them seeing that you're saying that people don't care about 60 frames. you know, they're looking at like what's going
And
on.
most people don't though.
Yeah, but not.
So if you have a brain, you can understand what he's trying to talk about. A lot of people, you can't just take people's words and just assume that he's talking about everybody, man.
I'm saying you just brought up hardcore gamers. This is what hardcore gamers going to buy. Hardcore gamers is looking at this.
But hold on, I know why though. Because remember at the beginning of this generation, we only complain about resolution. We never really complain about frames per second. Till now that we have the top resolution, we're complaining about frames per second. That's why it's 4K right now. It was never about.
This is the We Heard You console. I do think this console is going to be a beast. I just think that the things that you're saying, relax a little bit, Phil. I know you want to do all these damn. Tell people a little bit, you know what I mean? But is he saying what he's saying wrong? No, he's not. At the end of the day, he's not. But let's go on to what Lavon wanted to talk about. Let's get his opinion first. But he actually wanted to do this. Microsoft. I'm going to be quiet again.
No, you're not, because you said you're going to be quiet.
You biased.
Nah, man, empire, and I was just like,
or it's like I had to be heard.
They're gonna get mad at me. Well, it's cool. Achilles said the same shit I said, but they're gonna get mad.
Achilles cool though, bro.
Got PC, but it don't matter. Microsoft said we wouldn't have been able to usher a true 4K by pricing the Xbox One X at $399. This is gonna ever rotate to what we just spoke about a little bit.
Yeah,
Lavon's thoughts on this, since you want to talk about this first.
I think it's probably true. It's probably true, man. Because I mean, for can you really get true 4K at $400 to $500? Like, let's really think about it. Not really. Maybe 1440p 60, maybe 1080p 60, but I don't think 4K 60 at $400, $500. I'm sorry, that's just not the case. I'm sorry.
I agree with that.
Let me back you up. Because apparently we can't even get it at $499. We can get it half the time, so definitely can't get it with $399.
You PC guys disgust me, bro.
PC dude's like, oh, $499 is what I pay for my graphics card.
Y'all losing,
He is right on the statement. I know Microsoft probably tried to do a little shot here, but it's still, even at the 500 price, you're not getting that true 4K experience. The
Xbox One X is just a beat up Xbox One, people. Let's just really think about it. The Pro is just a beat up PS4.
As it should, yeah, it is.
It's nice to have, but you don't really need it right now. It's nice to have.
It's a luxury product. It's definitely
especially if God of War looking like that on vanilla.
As I look at the X, I mean, basically how I see it, to me, it's like a fancy Steam machine. I mean, call it what you want. They're bringing the PC ports over. For $500, do they justify the price of it? Probably not. But if you're on the fence about building a PC rig, to jump into the 4K realm, $500 is a pretty good compromise for a console that's going to be putting out, some up to par with like I said, we even tested it on our PC that we use for our podcast, GTX 1080 machine. We ran the Forza test similar to Digital Foundry, and if we can get that out of a $500 console, that's pretty decent price point. If you're on the fence about building a PC, I mean, if you're casual, you're probably not giving two shits about the X, and you're probably not spending $500 on it. I mean, the $399 for PS4. If you're on the outside looking into the 4K realm, you want to get a 4K TV. Probably the PS4 is probably going to be the console to buy still.
Yeah, of course.
Unless you're already on the fence about building a PC, or just stepping up to you're a competitive gamer. You play these multiplayer shooters and stuff. You're a competitive console gamer, I should say. Then yeah, go ahead and put out the $500. I mean, me personally, I'll have one. You know what I mean? If y'all need the papers, I'll post the pics and all that stuff on Bang Bang or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Post them papers.
A lot of people ignore the other outside features this console is going to come with, where it is going to do stuff like game recording better.
Yeah, that I can see.
Broadcasting in 4K.
Broadcasting in 4K. YouTube in 4K, uploading in 4K. That would be amazing.
Price point as well.
Yeah.
Right. And bottom line, like I said, the PC guys know if you're going to build a comparable machine to do to match the features and the specs of the X, you're spending at least $1,000.
Yo, my bad.
You're shopping hard for them.
I apologize right here. I do apologize, but I seen the statement right here. If you guys are looking, it says they asked us for an uncompromised true 4K in their living room. Is that a true statement, Chuck?
Huh?
Nah, I ain't trying to argue with Chuck.
No, they need to deliver that to me. They asked for an uncompromised true 4K, and they're getting that.
What about the CPU of these consoles? What about the CPU? The CPU for what
they got a custom Jaguar. I
think it's the same one. I think it's the same CPU.
I don't know the specifics of it, but I know it's like custom.
They call it custom.
It is definitely better, way better than original. But
yeah.
Well, all right, guys. Let's get into this E3 talk. So basically, we're gonna be just giving our thoughts. E3 wrap up talk. How do you guys rate E3 2017? Well, matter of fact, before we get into that, oops, I almost forgot this. The top viewed E3 games during for E3 2017. I'm just going to read off the list here. I apologize, I definitely forgot. So Star Wars Battlefront 2 was the top game for viewed on YouTube. This is just a YouTube,
fire.
Fire. But the Star Wars Battlefront looked hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Origins, that was number 2. That looked hot too.
Yeah, that looks good. I already got everything pre-ordered.
FIFA 18, Call of Duty, World War II was 4, God of War was 5, Mario Odyssey was 6, Spider-Man for PS4 was 7, Anthem was 8, Need for Speed Payback was 9, and Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Yo, Dragon Ball Z should have been a little higher.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. I'm actually disappointed about that. I'm kind of salty about that.
I'm very surprised Dragon Ball Z wasn't at least above Need for Speed. At least.
I'm happy where it's at with top 10. But yo, check this out. A lot of people rated EA basically that's probably like the worst conference. But you remember this? I said
Bethesda.
You remember I said this persona in the live stream? I said, yo, a lot of people don't. I'm looking at Twitter. A lot of people's not really liking EA, but they're going to have the highest selling games.
Yeah. Right. What titles in that Battlefront?
They cater to the people that buy those games. Look at this: Battlefront, FIFA, Anthem, and Need for Speed. Nobody thought Need for Speed was going to be there. Was up there. But how you guys?
It looks good though.
You guys agree? Like as far as like, would this be your top 10?
Nah.
Hell no. It wouldn't be my top 10. Hell no. I don't even have a top 10 actually. I only got like a top 5.
Right. But yeah, I just wanted to point this out. Oh, he got the views right here. Pretty much 8 million for Star Wars. Mario got 5.5. Spider-Man got 4.5. FIFA got 4 million. Need for Speed 3.4. Call of Duty 3.3. Forza's up there too. Forza with 3.1. Mario Rabbids 3 million. South Park 2.7. Assassin's Creed 2.6.
I'm so glad that I got a PS4 because if I was just a Switch owner, I would be
salty. Yeah.
Nah, hold up. I gotta stop you right there. That Switch, that Nintendo Direct was pretty on point.
No.
Yeah.
It was crap.
Let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. Before you get into the single performance of each show, that's in general of this E3 2017. How do you guys felt? How did it go?
D plus
7.
I give it like a 5 actually.
Damn. 5. I give it like a 6 or 7.
I give it like a 7 overall. I felt like it was a little bit lackluster, but it did have some hype games in there that I'm really excited to play on all the platforms.
Yeah, not even go.
Yeah, go ahead, Masterchangho.
I think he muted his mic.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
But yeah, I would say like it just wasn't there this year for me, man. Like if you just really like take out Dragon Ball, I probably wouldn't even care, honestly. I'm being dead ass. Like there was some cool games, you know, Shadow of the Colossus. It's one of my favorite games of all time. So I was real hyped about that. Spider-Man, of course, Anthem. But other than that, man, I God of War too.
Imagine if Dragon Ball Fighter Z didn't get like leaked out before E3.
That would have been huge, dude.
No, man. No, it's fine. I didn't care that it got leaked. You know what I'm saying? I don't care because the leak was basically just like an article saying, oh, well, you know, it's coming. That's fine because the actual trailer got showed on Sunday. I think it made me more hyped because I want to see how the hell this game was going to play. You know, I'm like, Arc System Works making a dragon. Like, what?
Yeah,
like, whoever thought about that? Like, that kind of blew me away. Like I said in my video, I was gonna say, like, you know, I'm like, I thought it was gonna be Xenoverse 3. I think Kev tagged me and he tagged me. I'm like, Chuck, look at this. I'm like, oh, okay, another Dragon Ball game. I'm gonna buy it, you know. But I'm like, Arc System Works. I'm like, whoa. And my mind kind of went all over the place. And the trailer to me was literally like the hypest moment I have been for a game at E3. A long time for me, man, because
that trailer was like
a lot of games, you know, you get hyped like God of War and stuff like that, but my level of excitement of me like holy fucking shit, yelling in the house, going crazy, that's rare. You know, it's just rare to me because we get a lot of the same things over and over again. You know, a lot of sequels, you know, stuff like that. Sports game, at least for me, you know, so. That game was like my whole E3. Like after that, I was literally online just trying to watch gameplay, try to upload gameplay of that, and that was like my hypest moment of E3. Like out of any conference, any game, I'm glad it was here because if it wasn't, it would have been kind of lackluster, man. Lackluster.
Yeah, I think Microsoft really won E3. Sony, I mean, they were sloppy. I just felt like they were sloppy, and the same thing with Nintendo. Sloppy at best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
especially Nintendo. I mean, did you see the lack of third-party support?
We already knew that was coming, though. I mean, we ain't stupid.
Like, they just showed those like first-party games, and that's it. Like,
I think Nintendo conference was just more pertained to Nintendo people. They wasn't trying to sell you to people outside of that. That's when I go to E3, that's the things that I think about. I think about, okay, how are you going to sell somebody that's not on your platform? You know what I mean?
That's what it's for, though.
Yeah, that's
what it's for. Yeah,
my mindset. That's the reason why I said my things about Microsoft conference and Sony conference. The reason why I rated them differently. My personal opinion, I didn't think Microsoft really sold people outside of an Xbox to get an Xbox because all that, especially when they came out with the real true meaning of the launch exclusive, and he said, yeah, it's time. It's PC games that's coming to the console first.
Yeah.
On that, you know what I mean? That took away a lot of the luster. Yeah, they show some great games in there. I'm not taking that away, but that's my mindset or how I watch it. Especially for me personally, I'm thinking like, okay, can Microsoft get me to make me buy their console again? You know what I mean? And I didn't come away from that. I was like, yeah, they got some great games in it, but I'm thinking, why the hell I'm going to pay $500 to play games I play on the Pro already? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Did it make you want to buy an Xbox One X? That's my thing. No, it didn't make me want to buy an Xbox One X. Heck no. But they did have some interesting games.
They had some great games.
They had
some good games
and all that. But
I think they should have shown Halo 6. I know people get that, but my problem with Microsoft is they didn't really have like that one game that was like theirs. You know, that I could say like, holy shit, I'm good. I got an Xbox. I'll go get that X day one because I know I'm going to play that game. Now, maybe they'll have that next year at E3, but for this one, they really just pretty much because like they did have a good conference from like conference wise standpoint.
From an indie standpoint.
Yeah, but no, just an overall conference. I think the conference was good. It was kind of lively, and they showed some good stuff, but they didn't really have like they didn't put their mark on their own conference. They need to put like Microsoft a mark on this conference, and they didn't. We didn't have no Halo. We didn't really get like a new IP, and that was disappointing. Also, like, how do you not show Crackdown multiplayer? That alone would have sold me on the console. Like, I don't understand.
I think they saved that for Gamescom. I think they saving that for Gamescom.
That's stupid, though. How you gonna reveal a console and not show like
they had Crackdown 3 multiplayer on the floor?
What happened?
No, they did not. That was all single player, bro.
YouTube videos of Crackdown multiplayer.
I don't know, bro. I searched. I've been searching. There's nothing on YouTube, but it's all single player. Even the people there are saying it's only single player, and it's not multiplayer. It's not.
I'm gonna have to look back into that then, because from what I was watching the other day, it surely looked like they were getting down with some multiplayer.
Probably co-op.
It was maybe co-op for the story, yeah, but as far as multiplayer and co-op, then that's what I'm saying. Because the destruction was, believe me, I looked. I've been hyped for Crackdown since they announced it 2 years ago. So I'm like, how you not going to show the best part of that game on the biggest stage? That would have blew away everybody. I'm telling you, you can call me whatever you want. If they show that multiplayer and it runs like they say it was going to run, can't tell me. I'll buy the X day one, but it's letting me know it's not ready, because we were supposed to get a beta last year. We didn't get that. It's letting me know it's not ready, or it's not as cracked up as they said it was at the beginning, so maybe they have to dial it back a little bit. That's kind of troublesome, in my opinion.
Arena now. It's like a arena-based game.
Yeah, see that, yeah. I mean, which is it's still fine, but just show it,
Yeah. I was surprised they didn't show it, because that's the biggest sell.
Exactly. Nobody cares about the single player in Crackdown. I'm just being honest.
I didn't try to run shit with Terry Crews.
Any of the exclusives look good. Like, I'm watching this joint 4K on my TV, and I'm like, yo, graphically, I'm not saying gameplay. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying the gameplay. It might be different. I gotta say these things because people, they take it away. So gameplay wise, I'm not quoting that, but visuals, where you watch E3, like, yo, that look dope. In my opinion, I was like, you want me to buy a $500 console, and these games, it does look like 360 games in 4K. From what I've seen.
What game is that?
That's State of Decay 2. Did not look.
But that game is not really built on graphics, though.
Yeah,
you look at Days Gone and you're like,
The thing is, like, yo, you're trying to.
But that's totally different game. You don't understand what State of Decay is, though, right? That's like
I know what State of Decay, but they said that it's going to get like is it supposed to get like a AAA feel to the game now? Microsoft is fully funding it.
Well, the game doesn't come out till next year, though. So I mean, you can always up the graphics on the game. The game is not coming out till next year.
What was shown? I didn't think it was graphically like amazing.
Yeah. I mean, Ori looked dope. Ori looked dope graphically.
But
that's a great game. That's a great game.
I think that was the best looking game at their conference.
That is easily. I love that game.
Outside of Anthem, Metro was probably right up there with one of the best looking games.
I'm talking about exclusives.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I feel you on that. Yeah. I mean, there wasn't really nothing like mind blowing. That's what I said. They needed like a Halo or something, because even with Forza Motorsports, the game is so boring. I mean, yeah, Forza looked dope, but the game is so boring. You have to be like a hardcore race
more
guy.
boring than that Sea of Thieves. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I wouldn't say it's boring. I don't think it looked boring. I think you can't play that by yourself, though.
And
I think that's the whole thing.
Hideki's in the chat. I mean, not really exclusive, but as far as console exclusive, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I thought that was a huge announcement. We predicted it on our podcast. We knew it was already coming to Xbox, but I thought that was a pretty good move on their part to put Battlegrounds on the main stage.
Yeah, it was.
Because I don't know if you guys, I don't know which of you in here, get down on the PC or whatnot. But as far as games that I play, I've never had so many people ask me about a game like they do PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, how to get into it, how to play it. Can they come over and watch me play it? There's some big hype around Battlegrounds, and for selling over 2 million copies in early access.
That's crazy.
You know, it has potential to do real good on console.
It's a dope.
And then, you know, on top of that, what they showed, like you guys that are already familiar with the game, they're supporting the shit out of it. Each time you log in, there's something new. But from what we saw on the Microsoft stage, the game looked really good. I mean, it looked really polished. It looked like they updated the textures and stuff on it. The lighting and shading was on point, way more so than what we're currently playing in early access on Steam. So I thought that was a good call on their behalf.
Right. I want to say something about the show. Microsoft was okay, but I think a lot of people, should I say, the gamers that watch, they say that it did not sell you a $500 console, which it didn't. But I still think it sold you a Xbox. I mean, if you look at these games, like there's a lot of these games, even though they come on the PlayStation, there's a lot of these games that they showed that I was not expecting. And the I'm not even getting the word out right now. The variety of the games that they had really shocked me. Yeah, like I didn't. And they literally brought everything that everybody's been getting on them about. You know, where's the indies? Where's the first party? You know, single player games.
I understand where you're coming from, but to me, the conference actually sold a PC. Be honest, like
how so? He making jokes, but he's not lying.
Because all these games that they announced that are coming out exclusive were coming to Xbox and Windows 10. So if I'm just a PlayStation dude by myself, I'm thinking, do I get an Xbox or do I get a PC? If I get a PC, I get all the Xbox exclusives, plus I get all the games on Steam. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
I don't know about that.
You're spending over a G.
Yeah, I don't know about
that.
That's saying if you want that type of quality, you can buy a $500 console. I mean, AMD build $500, and you can run these games. I run AMD. You know what I mean? I'm not aiming for 4K. I'm aiming for 1440p. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm getting. So it all depends on the person. So like I said, if they're gonna spend $500, they can buy a $500 AMD build and run.
But you can buy a $250 Xbox One and play these games as well.
Right. And not only that, you got to look at the X as a marketing tool too. As a business standpoint, you come out the X, you drop the S price down to $199. You're selling Xboxes with these games. I rate, if I got to rate Microsoft, I give them say 8.5 out of 10.
I gave them a C.
They brought games. The new console looked good. What they showed us on the new console looked good.
I give them a 7. But I can see why people give it an 8 because they did show the diversity of games. You know,
I wouldn't give them an 8. Hell no.
If you're on that platform, you play on Xbox. I'm pretty sure you came up pretty happy that we're getting a lot of diversity in our games. You know
it's crazy. They're not nobody. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about the Life is Strange 2 because that game kind of like blew me away.
You know why a lot of people not talking about it? Because it's not made by the same dev. It's a different dev doing it.
Right. And one thing I will say though,
they got different voices and stuff. That's terrible, man.
Yeah. Did anybody notice what were they smoking behind the curtain during the Xbox show? Phil and them boys came out with their eyes super low.
That green, brother.
Bro, Phil came out looking Vietnamese when he was the console.
He was cheesing a little bit. You know, he was happy in his product. That's what I like.
Yeah, man.
You know, I like when people have enthusiasm when they talking about it. You definitely saw that on the Microsoft stage. Even when they would show Minecraft, I didn't give two shits about it. But just watching a good chick, I was out of it bored. But watching her, she was very enthusiastic about talking about Minecraft. You know what I mean? So I can respect it on that level.
Yeah.
But let's talk about EA and Ubisoft. What do you got? Or you guys want to talk about Sony as well? You can go ahead. Whichever one.
No, I'll talk about Sony. Yeah. Sony sucked. It was mad best. It was mad best. It wasn't that great. It was mad. They had a couple games. You know, they had the Spider-Man game, which looked cool. It looked good. They had the God of War game, which looked good. That Monster Hunter World, though, That looked beautiful. That was a beautiful looking game. Too bad it's not coming on the Switch. But a lot of their other, but anyway, but a lot of their other games I could care less about. I mean, Shadow of Colossus. I mean, if you like it, then that's you. But I don't really care for it.
It's a dope game.
I remember they showed the Final Fantasy fishing game. Like, what was that about? What the heck was that?
Okay.
That was trash,
bro. This is bull crap,
Yo, real rap as a
4.5 out of 10. Nothing more, nothing less. 4.5.
When I saw that VR segment, not the VR segment, but that VR game, I was like, what the I went quiet, bro. I muted my mic. I was like,
he was salty. Come on, Sony. Come on, Sony. I think Sony had games, man. I just like their presentation of their conference was very lackluster in my opinion. It kind of felt like they was kind of doing this like, I'm cocky, we're winning, here it is, I think their intentions was good, game, but it like the excitement, it just wasn't there. And when you watch a conference from Sony, whether you like the games they show or not, the crowd is always into it. And this is like the deadest crowd I have ever seen at a Sony conference.
After they showed that montage, I was like, is that it? Is that really it?
Well, no, it came out before that. It was only going to be an hour, but the fact that it was never that dead. I've never seen a Sony conference that dead, especially this gen. Like this gen has never been that dead, and for them to not like put any effort. I don't think they put any effort into this. I think they just kind of made that video, or they made like the cuts on the videos, man. Like here you go, woo, this and that, and they expected them to be more hyped than what they was. I mean, like I said, Shadow of Colossus, man, you don't understand how much fun I had with that game, man. I'm definitely going to buy that.
Direct. I think Sony should have
I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say.
Yes. A lot of the game. Look, it was an hour long, dude, and the guy didn't even talk for that long.
They had hold on. Let me back up because the reasoning for the Sony conference being that short is because they said that there wasn't going to be a lot of people coming out talking. He said he was only going to be on stage for the 90 seconds, and they got a lot of the extras out of the way during the pre-show, and that's why it seemed like Sony's conference was lacking a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
they made the mistake of showing too much within the pre-show. Most people don't watch the pre-show.
Yes,
most people the conference was starting at 9 o'clock, so that's when folks showed up.
But the pre-show, they had announcements. They had
They had a lot of announcements.
They had Crash. They had Knack 2.
And I think that's where they messed up. That's where they messed up, because I thought some of those announcements in the pre-show should have been added into the actual conference itself. So in that regard, I do think Sony needs to hold that L. But the presentation, like I said, very elegant, Sony classic.
Sony.
Man, we don't get out of here with that, bro. Sony elegant, bro.
Nice garbage. Garbage conference.
Sony.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Conference. This is why I say PlayStation conference. I didn't like how they started out, because they had a little orchestra with the man beating the drums and the guitar for a game that we already seen.
I mean, it was kind of nice.
I didn't like that at all. But one thing I'll say this from Sony conference, the pacing was a little bit off. I wouldn't rate the show like amazing or great or anything like that. I would rate it as a.
Are you sure?
No, I said this in my review. That's a good.
I know.
Because the reason why I say it's a good show, because out of all the shows, they had gameplay from the games that we wanted to see. Like the anticipating games, a lot of people anticipating that Spider-Man. You got a 10-minute gameplay video from that. That was crazy to me. Like
okay, but that's the only game though. We've seen the other two games already though. That's what I'm saying. So I don't think it was the most. I think Spider-Man was the most anticipated game that everybody wanted to see. But other than that, there was really nothing else.
But the thing is, you got more gameplay from games that we've seen already. But I don't think it was like a bad thing. to show it. Yeah, would we want like a different game or a newer game?
Yeah,
I'll say
course.
Of
Heck
course.
yeah.
But the games that were shown, it looked good. The gameplay looked great. The game mechanics look good. And the thing is, a lot of people's complaining about with PlayStation. Yeah, I don't understand. Everybody don't have VR, but they were showing new games on their conference, but it was VR. Yeah. You know, people not interested in VR for some reason. Everybody's so interested in buying other platforms like Xbox and Nintendo after they show, but they're not interested in buying VR, because they show new games or cool games. You know what I mean? You still have to invest into something that you're not playing on, like Xbox. If you want to play Xbox games that you're interested in, you got to go out and buy that shit. You know what I mean? Which is if it's the S or if it's the X. If you interested in Nintendo games that you saw or whatever, you still have to go out and invest and buy that shit.
Yes, exactly. I got
like
Switch.
Sony ain't show no new game. Man, I'm not buying no VR. Oh, they got the prequel to Until Dawn. I love Until Dawn. I'm not buying no fucking VR. But people so adamant to buy an Xbox One X for some indies. You know,
yeah, I mean, it's like you about to cry over there, bro. Yeah, all right, man. I mean, look, I'm about to go. So you was choked up a little bit. Nah, but
I think they had like a you know what I mean? But it's not. It was.
So let me ask you this. So why is it okay? And this is not like, I'm not generalizing everybody, but a lot of people are saying, oh well, Microsoft, they keep showing the same games over and over again, and then when Sony does the exact same thing, we're just seeing a different part of the game. You know what I'm saying? To me, like Days Gone, you could have saved that for PSX, bro. I mean, honestly, because we already seen the game. We kind of know what the game is already. And if it wasn't dropping this year, you could have kind of pushed that to PSX. God of War, we seen God of War last year. It was like a 12-minute demo.
Right.
So what's the incentive of showing God of War again when it's not coming out this year?
God of War,
you understand what I'm saying?
God of War, I can understand, but Days Gone, you did see new gameplay mechanics within. Like before that first trailer we saw the gameplay, we didn't know that you can interact or with the zombies to use them in certain ways, like traps, kind of to get them clear out.
No, I feel you.
Or the bike, we didn't see the actual bike gameplay that you're gonna have. We didn't see that stuff. God of War, I think they showed enough of God of War where I think it was perfectly right that's showing a new trailer. I wish it was 2017.
I bet you do.
Yeah, but I can understand what you're saying that with God of War. The reason why I think more people is more like, I guess, damage controlling with Sony is because the incentive is much bigger than with the Microsoft games. Like
what?
Achilles came and I was like, yo, I don't feel like I need to get it. I got a PC. I can play all your games already there. But if he doesn't have a PlayStation, if you want to play those games, what he got to do? You know what I mean? So I think
the same incentive can be made for the Nintendo Switch as well. If you really think about it.
I think the Switch conference was great, to be honest.
No, I think it was horrible.
No, the Switch
that's your opinion, though.
It was
that's your opinion, because people been crying for Metro Prime. People been
for a long
begging for Pokemon RPG.
But all they showed was a screenshot of Metro Prime.
It doesn't matter though.
But that shows that the game is coming.
I'm leaning with Lavon on this a little bit. Yeah, I'm excited, but they didn't really show and give me a screenshot. You know what I mean? You're just showing the title. Like you don't even know the release window.
Yeah.
Well,
they're just now telling us about Pokemon. Pokemon that doesn't mean
for the Switch
lot.
just started being developed 2 months ago. They
That's
were still
exactly
hiring for it.
You didn't need to.
But after that,
why not?
That show that they did right before E3, the Direct. How many people were complaining about Pokemon, right?
Yeah,
that was for the fans. This was for the fans to ease them. Say, hey, we know we announced Pokken, and y'all really didn't want that. We are working on this game. That's exactly what they did. They catered to their fans. That's just what they did.
Yeah, but look at the third party, man. I mean, the Wii's first year of third party support was a lot more than the Nintendo Switches right now.
I say that the Switch is not ready. It wasn't ready to be launched. So a lot of people are still working on games, and that's why you don't see what you want to see.
You don't buy a Nintendo for third party though, because they're gonna have the inferior version. Like, so I mean, why would you?
Didn't Nintendo say that they want the biggest third party games on
the Switch? But they would never get them because they can't run them.
Yeah,
they can't do it.
They just have like a 30-minute conversation about frames and res and.
They will never get Red Dead. They're not getting none of those games.
The Switch can't run the games, but we got a release date for Skyrim, Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
I mean, Fire Emblem Warriors look good.
Fire Emblem was huge.
The rabbits and the XCOM Mario game looks awesome.
That shit looks trash, bro. That shit looks trash.
Mario Odyssey looks good.
Trash, man.
Stop.
Mario got guns now, bro. It's a wrap. Like, they have no more ideas. They finally gave him a pistol.
Man, I'm like, come on, bro. That's a third party.
That's pretty cool.
Nah, bro. I felt it, man.
That Fire Emblem Warriors, that's right up my alley.
Mario, a strategy game, which is the man.
That Mario Odyssey, that did look good.
Odyssey looked dope.
And the Xenoblade, Odyssey, that's coming out this year as well. That looks really good.
I think Xenoblade gonna get delayed. Honestly, I don't know.
2018, you think?
I think Nintendo conference was good as short it was. They did have some hype announcements, but it's just game. I wish to even hype people up more. Show a little screenshot of how Nintendo game going. I know you just started development, but give us something. You even
show us some more Nintendo Switch features. Like, look at how lacking this is.
Man, look working on the grass.
It's lacking hard on that features.
Look, it's lacking. Yes, it is.
Yo, in your opinion, who had the worst show and who had the best show?
Nintendo had the worst show and Microsoft had the best show.
Okay, all right, Lavon got, let me write it down. Lavon got Nintendo worst, Microsoft the best. Achilles, what you got?
Bethesda was by far the worst.
Man. Jesus Christ.
Respect to my man Achilles on that. What you said is Bethesda's the worst or the best?
The worst.
Okay, and who's the best?
I guess I have to go with Ubisoft being the best.
Okay. What about you, Chuck?
I would say the worst is Ubisoft because they didn't show Splinter Cell. You get an automatic L from me. I don't care what you showed. Get up out of here.
And they didn't
that really hurt. I don't think you understand. Like, that really hurt, man. I've literally been waiting for Splinter Cell because the last one came out with 2013, man. Like, bro. You can at least have you can at least turn the goggles on or something, bro. Like this, like when Nintendo did with Pokemon, just give me something. Just let me know, and I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? So they get the L. I think the best conference. I'm gonna have to go EA, man. I was impressed with EA. I'm impressed, and Madden it's gonna be crazy this year. I'm excited for EA. So EA got my best show.
Hey, a Splinter Cell game was on the Wii U. Couldn't you believe that?
Yo, so Chuck said worst is Ubisoft, best is EA. Yo, Nelson, what you got? Oh, okay.
That's what's up.
I respect it.
Facts.
Nelson. Yo, Masterchangho.
I'm gonna have to go with Bethesda being the worst. They got some content. They just didn't really have any surprises for us. They kind of dropped the ball when they released a little promo image. Basically gave away the two unannounced games they had for us. So Bethesda is definitely the worst. Now, as far as the best, it's got to be between Microsoft and Nintendo. And all fanboy shit aside, this is as far as showing me that buying their consoles justified purchase. Right up there, Microsoft and Nintendo. Both brought the games, both brought some surprises, and mainly Nintendo. If I had to split it between the one, I'm gonna give it to Nintendo because a lot of surprises. Not typically what we see from their Treehouse shows during E3.
Oh.
Okay, all right. So you said Bethesda and Nintendo for you. Your Persona.
I'll give it to Nintendo. No shame in the game.
The worst conference is Bethesda by far. I said this during a live reaction.
I said everything that they said could have been a tweet.
Damn.
I said this during the live reactions. Barry, no, because we ended up staying up thinking, it was gonna be hype, and that shit was like 45 minutes, and I'm like, yo, most of this could have been a tweet and some YouTube videos. So,
Damn, man.
yeah, Bethesda gets the worst conference, and as for the best conference, you can call me a fanboy. I don't care. Sony had the best conference to me.
Fanboy. All right. Yeah.
Because every game, majority of the games that they showed to me are must-haves. And they solidified why I got a PS4 once again. So every game I saw there was a must-have. I'm hyped. And
what a surprise! No, it's fine.
Yo, hey, look, man, you should have knew what that was going to be.
I knew it was coming, bro.
Yo, all right, so Persona said Bethesda. Oh, damn, we got a lot of Bethesdas out here. And PlayStation. For me, I'm going to say EA. Not because they didn't show good games, because they got one of my most anticipated games coming out this year with Star Wars. But their conference was, I didn't feel the enthusiasm like I've been saying earlier from that. It was very dead when they say certain things, and they brought out that whack ass YouTuber messing up the music.
Oh man, yeah, that was an L.
He called the boy Nick.
That was an L.
He said, "Yo, I'm a YouTuber. Yo, this is I'm a YouTuber. Yo, Marcus, what's up?" And dude name was like Nick or something. It was crazy.
Nah, his name was Marcus, but he called him Nick or something
like that. This guy off the stage, please. Yo, he is messing this joint up. But so yeah, EA is definitely, and you already know the best show in my opinion. Even though I don't think E3 anything was like amazing, but PlayStation to me is the best show.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion, Jay Barry. That's your opinion.
Jay Barry, I gotta head out, right?
Okay.
Oh, good to have you, man. Yo, matter of fact, I got your YouTube channel.
All right,
description, man.
Thanks a lot, bro.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Take care, Nelson, man. I'll let you.
Be safe, bro.
But all right, man. Yeah, that's basically my two. But hey, last question before we end this. E3 2017. I'm getting the general gist that it was kind of like that's an okay thing for everybody here. What can E3 2018 do to improve your, having just a better E3?
Show some interesting more surprises and show some different type of games.
Okay.
Yeah. And then for Nintendo, they better show something with this online. They better.
Oh, that's a good ass.
They better show something with this online, because this Nintendo Switch, like I said, is bare bones. It is freaking bare bones. You can't deny it, people. You can't freaking deny it. You can't.
Yeah, I definitely agree with it. I've been saying it for the longest that it's a lackluster console, but you got some great games on there.
Yeah.
A lot of people disagree with me. Like, hey man, how could you say that it's a lackluster? I'm just,
you know who those people are, man.
You know what I mean? On the console, yo, you got to spend so much money to have a good experience with the Switch, like outside of everything. SD card, the Pro controller. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get screen protectors because your screen gonna get scratched up by the dock.
My screen hasn't been scratched, actually.
The dock is a horrible experience, in my opinion. I don't know.
I use it in portable more, and more, but that's just me. But it's a great portable, but the console, it's mad. It's whack.
I think what you need to do is, first, if you want to talk about DLC, scrap that. Just don't talk about DLC at all. Every conference needs to just go and look at live reactions and learn from their mistakes. Xbox needs to show at least 2-3 exclusives. PlayStation needs to show new IPs too. And if you're Bethesda and you ain't got nothing but pay mods and DLC, just don't pay that money for that slot. Just pass this year, pass next year. That's just what I think. And then EA doing the whole 30-minute filler of Battlefield. All you had to do was show 5-10 minutes, and
exactly.
And I left my live reaction after 10 minutes because I was done. It was like there's nothing else for me to see.
I definitely disagree with you guys in Bethesda, but that's a different story. But I
trash. I would say I feel like Microsoft, I think they need to, and we say this every year with them, they need something new. They need something to where how when you first seen like Gears on the 360 and everybody was like, oh shit, they need a game like that, like a new game though. You know, so I'm pretty sure they're working on some things, you know, behind the scenes, but they need a game like that at their conference and not really, you know, relying on, you know, third party and relying on old franchises too much. So that's what Microsoft needs to do. Sony, you got to be able to just kind of balance your conference, you know, with games and announcements and stuff. And like what Persona said, if they kind of just would have brought some of that pre-show stuff to the actual conference, I think they would have had a better showing, and I think the crowd would have been more engaged. You know, because there's nothing wrong with having people up there on the stage talking, as long as they're saying something that people want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody was complaining when Final Fantasy got announced or Shenmue. Nobody was complaining because they was actually on stage talking about it. So being excused, always want to show games. There's nothing wrong with that. You could show games, but still have people come and engage your audience. Because I'm just sitting there on my couch like, okay, what the hell is going on? Because every game is not going to catch everyone's attention. So you just don't want to have a whole conference as, oh, we're showing games. You know, I thought you'd be happy. You know, he was like, what's the boy name came out? He's like, woo, I know you guys got to breathe. I'm like, bro, stop, man. Like, nobody's, it's not, you know, I looked at him like, really, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to need you to chill on that because it wasn't all that, you know. So if they can just find like a balance and do it, I think, you know, they could come back next year and show some things, and because they have a slew of games coming. So that's not the issue. They just need to be able to engage their audience. You know, they just had a down year this year.
Right, and
I ain't like PlayStation Damage Control either when they told me, oh, we were saving stuff.
Nah, that's terrible, bro. That is terrible. That is terrible because people are coming from across the country to go to E3, bro. Y'all do that? That's terrible, bro. I'm sorry.
And honestly, as far as all the reruns go, I think maybe they should look at having some type of mandate to where if you're bringing a game to this current E3 that was at the past E3, that you got to have a release date, or that game's got to be dropping this year. Especially going back to the Sony conference, it wasn't terrible, but you know, when they were showing you some of these games and they would pan out into the audience, like you just seen the look on people's face, like, really, I waited in line for this shit, the same shit that they showed last year. I just think that maybe, you know, as far as making E3 better as a whole, that maybe we need to see some stuff like that. Just saying, look, don't bring this game if it was here last year, if it's not ready to drop within the next couple months.
I think, like, as far
Microsoft, though.
Can't you say it again?
You can say the same thing for Microsoft. We thought
just in general. Yeah, I'm not. I just pointed out like the look on the people's face of Sony, but
yeah,
I'm just talking in general. This goes for everybody at E3.
Facts. Mine's just quick. I think next year for E3, I actually think there shouldn't be an E3 next year. I think they should take a break. I think all the conferences should just take a break, because you know, one of the criticisms from earlier E3s is that people were showing games that were too far out, and another criticism is that, you know, these development process is so long and we have to wait so long. I don't want to see something that's, you know, not coming out this year, not coming out next year, doesn't have a release date, these type of things. I think maybe E3 shouldn't be a yearly thing. It should be an every other year thing.
Like 2 years, 2
developers.
I like that.
Give developers.
That's a tough
one. Tell that to them dudes that are lining their pockets with that money.
No, that's true. I mean, obviously, this will probably never happen. But, you know, like, go to, like, the World's Fair. Back in the day, the World's Fair was every 4 years, you know, because that gave them enough time to show, you know, to develop things, to get things together. I think E3 maybe should be an every other year thing, just to give developers, give Sony and Microsoft and all these conferences time to accumulate a slew of things that would, you know, impress everybody, you know, because you can impress everybody. But if you have something that's
if they keep going down that same road, you know, with the same stuff over and over, or games are too far out, you know, the people will lose interest in it.
Well, exactly. This E3 is a perfect example of that, though. Because, you know, we did see a lot of the same stuff from Sony. We did see, you know, a lot of the stuff from Microsoft that we did see. You know, a lot of it was indies, which is perfectly fine. But then there wasn't a lot
Cuphead. crack down. We already seen that stuff,
yeah,
bro.
a lot of the same, a lot of repetition with a lot of these things. So maybe E3 does need to be every other year. So I think that should be the change next year. You know what? We're not going to have an E3 next year. It'll be the year after, and just making it every other year thing, just to let that development process and stuff build up and get that catalog built up.
Yeah, but
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, because there's a lot of games that's coming out. I just think it's more for interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I always want to see, if I'm interested in the game, show that shit again to me at E3. I don't care if we've seen it last year. Days Gone, interested in that. God of War, interested in that. Keep on showing to me until the damn game come out.
I disagree with that one. Because you could have overkill with a game, and you could see too much of it. It's kind of like what these movies are doing now. You know, they have like 4 trailers for one movie, and they keep showing different parts in the movie. So when you kind of get to the movie, it's kind of like, okay. I mean, you can still be hyped, but it's kind of like, okay. I kind of know the gist of it. Same thing with games. You can't really like keep showing the same games over. Like Cuphead, to me, I literally lost all interest in the game just because I've seen it so many times. Not saying I'm not gonna buy it, but it's not like a must buy for me. I'm like, I could kind of wait on that, or I'll buy it and won't play it right away. You feel me? So I think it should be like 2 years max. You show a game. Anything beyond that is kind of overkill in my, especially if the game is not going to come out for a while. You shouldn't show a game till it's like probably like 50-60% ready, and then you could kind of go forward with that. Okay, you could let them know like, yeah, it's not ready yet. Like Dragon Ball is 20% ready, but it's coming out next year. You know what I'm saying? So if the game is going to come out soon, like a year tops, year and a half, then that's okay. But showing these games like 2 years, 3 years, that's dumb to me, and it kind of kills the hype.
Okay. Yo, Jamel just came in. He's very nonchalant. I wasn't even like looking into the hangout. My bad. But yo, Jamel, man, introduce yourself. My bad for the freaking late invite out here.
It's all good. I'm Jamil, aka UppercaseJ on Nick Jackson on PS. Nobody important really, but I'm listening to what everybody is saying. I'm taking it that E3 has been disappointing everybody, and I kind of agree, but more so for a different reason. I think honestly we've lost touch with what E3 is. And it's kind of our fault, kind of the media's fault. I think everybody's bought into something that's a little bit toxic. Like what Persona was saying about it being every other year. That kind of makes sense. But then there's too many games that come out to do something like that, because then you'll have a game that misses that cycle and it'll greatly benefit from something like E3. I think that what the problem is, and it's really only been like this in since last generation. The whole idea and concept of winning E3.
Yeah.
That's what the problem is. Because if you look at a situation like, look at Microsoft's conference. Now, I'm an Xbox guy first and foremost. I love all my.
Okay.
That's where I go. So when I look at Microsoft's conference, and just being fair and objective, I look and I don't see new exclusive IPs. I'm seeing a lot of deals. I'm seeing the same games I've been seeing the last couple of years. And then I see a section of gamers in the audience chanting Phil Spencer's name after a big announcement. And they're not chanting the game's name. They're chanting Phil Spencer's name.
What about the backwards compatibility? Xbox backwards compatibility.
That made me excited. That was one of the two things that really made me extra excited for that conference, because I still have all my OG Xbox games. Now, I just think it's a problem because that moment where people were chanting Phil Spencer's name made me pause. I was in a Microsoft store participating in a Forza 6 tournament during E3. And I stopped everything I was doing and just thought about it, like, what has happened to E3? Now, this has turned into a Rockstar thing. All of these execs, we know their names. We kind of put them on a pedestal. You know, we get to engage and interact with them on social media. We try to hold them accountable, but it's turned into gang warfare. It's like Bloods versus Crips versus.
It's like the nerds.
Yeah,
the
and
nerds edition.
Bang bang.
Like you can like what you like more than other people's stuff, and that's cool. I get it. We all got preferences, but it's turned into like the sports thing, and gaming isn't sports. Like we're rooting against other people to the point where now we have these execs coming out with the sole intention of winning E3 versus putting their best foot forward. There's ways that Sony, with not an hour-long conference, but a 52-minute long conference, where some of that was spent on orchestras and all of that stuff, so it really wasn't even an hour. But when you have a situation like that where you don't have a lot that you want to show or that you can show, there's ways you can spruce that up, or you can do things as fan service. You can do something. You don't have to just try to mask it all as, oh, well, we're about the games and we're going to hit you in the head with this exclusive, that exclusive, because you're trying to make a point that you're better than the next brand that don't have exclusives. And then the next company comes out and says, okay, well, we have the most power in our. It's getting a little ridiculous because now we're focusing on who's, and it's like you want a bag of turds. It's up this year.
They breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, he's breaking up a little bit, Jamal.
But can you hear me?
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit, but go ahead.
Okay, I was just saying, what do you win this year if you win E3? You win a bag of turds. E3 was crap. You didn't win anything.
All right, so I'm asking you the same question.
You get a virtual, non-existent W.
That I asked everybody else. Overall, how did you rate E3? I know you went into the whole spiel of its competition thing that you don't think it should be like that, but that was the question that was asked. As far as who do you think had the best conference and who do you think had the worst conference as well?
I don't know. I had moments for all of them. There were moments for me. All of them kind of were mediocre. It really was. All of them were mediocre to me. And I had moments. Spider-Man during the Sony press conference, God of War, Days Gone. Those are moments I remember. I don't remember nothing else about Sony's. I remember like tuning out. Like for real.
That was only like 20 minutes you mentioned.
Jesus. Microsoft, it was like I got excited about hearing the player, what's the name? Battlegrounds is coming on Xbox first, I guess, whatever. I liked Anthem. I liked Assassin's Creed in backwards compatibility. And then it was like, I don't remember nothing else. I just remember Xbox console launch exclusive because that's all they kept saying. It's like stuck in my head. And I don't remember the games. Nintendo was like, okay, Metroid, cool, it's coming back. I don't really remember nothing. Because it just, I don't know. They didn't have an impact on me this year. None of them. Nobody.
Damn. Wow, it went quiet. Powerful.
Jamil always, Jamil, he
yeah, I killed him.
Nah, you ain't killing the mood. You got everybody reevaluating their choices. Like, well, damn, is this right?
But check it out though. This is the problem. Those were great moments. Those are great games. But we're so stuck on trying to find that hook that we can take back to YouTube or take back to Facebook and be like, "Ha, we got you. This is what we got." We won, and we're missing the fact that it's dope games out here, and I can't even remember half of it because, I'm stuck through all of this. I'm stuck sifting through everything trying to find out how I can say that Xbox won. Like this.
Yeah. No, I get that.
You lose the point.
I definitely do get that. As far as like, most people, how some people will watch E3 just to see if their favorite console got a one-up. I get that. There's a huge portion of people like that. But
I think E3 is still something enjoyable though, like very enjoyable to watch. Like as a whole, like even though Bethesda was my worst conference, seeing games, period, like regardless where it is, it's still good to see. Like watching a Microsoft conference, yes, there were dry spells, there were shit. I'm like, what the fuck? But Microsoft showed some dope ass games. They showed The Last Night, the Darwin Project, Ashen, Anthem, they showed, Metro. They showed awesome games at their conference. Same thing with Sony. Same thing with Nintendo. All of them showed awesome games that I feel everybody, regardless where your loyalties lie, quote unquote, you can't say that there isn't something on another platform that interests you or something where you was like, damn, this is dope, because I've seen that at all the conferences, really.
Right. I'm buying at least 1 or 2 games from each conference.
Exactly. Like, I mean, after E3 was over, Sony put all the pre-orders up on the store, and I spent like $500 like pre-ordering everything. So it's like, it doesn't matter, where the games are, as long as you're enjoying yourself. I think is the most important, and that is part of gaming that I feel is becoming lost, the enjoyment factor. Yep. Sometimes people buy games just to say they have them, so they don't look like a liar. And gamer, Jamil though.
I know.
But you spit some real facts, man. I agree.
I miss like the last couple of things Jamil said. I don't know if I bounced out or something. I don't know what happened, but
he pretty much drop some knowledge, bro.
I made everybody go quiet. I didn't even do that.
I don't know.
Their life.
Everybody thinking right
now. Did it show that I bounced out of the chat?
Nah, it didn't show that. You were still here.
So you joined, there was 2 of you.
Oh, I didn't look.
Nintendo, you need to improve. You just need to improve with the Switch, man. Well, yes, they are selling, but they could do better. They can, but I don't think the Nintendo was ready to drop when it dropped. That's why the online is not working right. That's why they only have 1 game every 6 months. It's a work in progress, and I think in the next E3 or the E3 after that, they'll be dropping some hard games for us.
Oh, so LeBron, I don't know.
Overall, no, go ahead.
Oh, no, I ain't got nothing else to say.
Yeah, this E3 was meh at best. Nothing more, nothing less. It wasn't great. It wasn't exciting. It wasn't to smack your mama. It wasn't to scream to your mama like, mommy, look, buy this game for me. Mommy, look at that Anthem game, man. Look at that Anthem game, man.
I was like that for Spider-Man. I don't know what you're talking about, but
look at that Spider-Man game, mommy. I got mom.
Speaking of Spider-Man, y'all hear the rumor that it might be Miles Morales?
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be
that he
him.
is somehow in the game.
I think he's in the game. I think he might.
He might be an expansion or something like that.
Or they might pass the game on to him halfway through.
Or what about the
essentially we don't know how old
Xbox pre-orders?
Say it again.
What about the FCC holding up them Xbox pre-orders?
Well, yeah, because doesn't it have to go through? They have to make sure everything is good.
I was talking to a rep the other day when I was in my my local store, and they were saying something about with that vapor cooling chamber that at high altitude the consoles are running hot and in some cases a fire hazard or something like that.
Oh Lord!
So higher altitude, your oxygen is way less dense, so it does make sense that maybe that vapor chamber is not doing an adequate job of cooling that thing down.
Oh, well, anyway, I'm about to get out of here, you guys. It was nice meeting all you, man. I gotta get something to eat.
Okay.
But we will have Ultimate Battle at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern time. So
who y'all got?
Oh man, I don't know. It's kind of tough, man.
I'm looking for that cross-up Broly legs final, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that cross-up
definitely
Broly
gonna see. Definitely gonna see. But yeah, it was nice meeting you guys. I'll check all you guys' channels out, man. And I'm out.
Yeah,
Take care.
Yeah, I think I'll take over. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for everybody. For this podcast. I don't know what's wrong with Bari's mic or whatever. He's definitely going through some technical problems, but we'll definitely get into the outros. And everybody shout out your channel and all that good stuff. Starting with you, Achilles.
All right, you can find me on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Everything is the same. If you want to add me to play games, I'm on all platforms, known as Achilles, Akeyles. And also check out the platform. We go live at 9 Central on YouTube under the platform live. So go ahead and check us out.
Facts, man. Definitely appreciate you coming through, man, and giving your thoughts and all that good stuff. Definitely good. Shout out to you and shout out to them HKG boys. Man, those was out representing. Yo, Uppercase J. It's the Jamil. Give us your outro, bro. Shout out your channel and all that good stuff.
Yo, my bad, man.
Yo, people started leaving, bruh. Like Chuck left, so I just got into the outros, man.
Yeah, my bad. I don't know what the hell happened. Like, I came out in my living room and my router was plugged out. I'm asking my niece and my nephew, "Did you guys plug the router out?" It's like, "No, we didn't touch it." Like, so how the hell did it get plugged out? Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
But yeah, Jamil's doing his outro right now.
Yeah,
you can take over after he's done.
On PlayStation at Benedict_Jackson, because I'm an Xbox turncoat, but you still find me on Xbox at the Uppercase J. That's 3 separate words, the letter J, the Uppercase J. My YouTube channel is not worth checking out.
Oh, come on, shout it out. Stop.
Well, it's Uppercase J on YouTube, but I'll put something on there every 6 months.
Similar to like an Xbox. No, I'm joking.
Oh no.
Stop.
I'm chilling, man. I'm on my best behavior, man.
Facts. That's it though, Jamil?
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
I had a gang of stuff to say, but I didn't.
Oh no, go ahead. No, go ahead. Say what you got to say, bro. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I don't know, because it feel like self-serving, because y'all talked about everything. I was in and out listening, but
now I'm gonna do a one-on-one with Jamel, because he got the invite mad late and he's like one of the first dudes. So if you available tomorrow or Tuesday, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna talk about E3 some more and your thoughts on that. You know what I mean?
Tomorrow, I'm leaving work early. I gotta take my son to a doctor's appointment. So I'll be free. I'll be free sometime tomorrow.
All right, yeah. So tomorrow, anytime after.
I'll say after. Maybe after 5 Eastern.
All right, that works for me. That's perfect. All right, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that tomorrow. Get more of your insight that I disagree with.
As you not say anything about anything concerning E3 for a week. Nobody knows anything except that the price for Xbox One is a fail. But yeah.
Oh damn.
That's the only thing.
I ain't touching that, bro. I ain't touching it. I ain't saying nothing either. This is not J Barry thoughts. This is Uppercase J thoughts. So anything that he says, you talk to that man. All right.
Yeah, don't be afraid. Talk to me.
Yeah, man. But who else got to do the outro?
Thank you for having me, J Barry. Please rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Lavon Cason. I do gaming videos. I also done reaction videos. I basically do whatever is on my mind at the moment. So I might do a live stream. I might do a Black community video or whatever. So yeah, thank you for having me, J Barry. And yeah, go rate, comment, subscribe to my channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's Lavon. It's all up. The Lavon's uppercase and it's 1874. That's at Lavon 1874. The Lavon's uppercase.
Okay, yeah, I got you. I'm gonna have everybody link in the description so you guys can check out the whole panel and definitely go subscribe to everybody here. You know what I mean? I hate when people, you have everybody come on your podcast. You tell these guys, yo, check these guys out. These guys are too lazy to go click on the damn link and check the YouTube channel out. Let's not be lazy, guys. Check these guys out. Definitely good channels. So yeah, man. let's get that on and popping for sure, man.
You might have to put in the comment section.
I'll put
Masterchangho and myself still got to do outros as well.
All right, so yeah, go ahead, Masterchangho and then Persona.
All right. Well, yeah, Masterchangho, once again, thanks to Jabari and Persona for having me. Always a pleasure coming on and shooting the breeze with you guys. Definitely. And then, again, happy Father's Day to all the Padres out there. And then if you guys want to check me out, I'm at youtube.com/C. Two Dudes, One Show every Tuesday night. Currently, we got the week off due to co-host out on vacation. But then, you can hit me up on Twitch, Masterchangho. No pro, just like to hang out, bullshit about games, and play games with people. So, definitely keep the community thriving. That's what this is all about. And then also, real quick, Baltimore, D.C. area guys, challenge.com/Baltimore Beatdown, Injustice 2 tournament next month. So definitely check that out. And thanks again, guys, for having me. Like I said, always a pleasure.
Yeah, make sure you give me that link to the channel. Oh, actually, I see it. So yeah, I definitely promote that for you guys.
Definitely.
Yo, Persona.
Yeah, what's good, guys? It's your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona and the Council and what's up PlayStation.com. And first and foremost, happy Father's Day to everybody that is a father, especially Jamil, the newest father. Big shout out to him and his family. Shout out to you guys. Thank you everybody for coming through to this podcast. Masterchangho, Lavon, Achilles, Jamil, Chuck, and Nelson, and everybody that came through, man. Thank you guys for coming through. You guys definitely had some good thoughts and y'all was on point with it. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We had like 60 people in here. Y'all was hella live. Y'all was out here, man. EJ, Justice, Mr. Official. I saw Lisa was in here. Michi, Goku, T-Mang, everybody, man, that was in here, man. Thank you guys for coming through and supporting us, man. Make sure you support these guys on the panel, man. These guys, they all making some good content, man. Support good gamers, man. Support good gamers and support, support people that's out here trying to better the community. Big shout out to my Mind of a Gamer crew, my panel, Mr. Official VG, that's the big bro, and the little bro, Demigod of Demigod Reviews. Make sure you check out their channels as well. Follow me on Twitter, Persona_YT, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Gaming with Persona. I do live streams, I do podcasts, I do opinionated videos, giveaways, all that good stuff. Definitely check it out. Support the online arcade. I'm sure Barry's going to put all that in the description. Support the online arcade Patreon. Sign up for these tournaments. Make sure you sign up for these tournaments that we got coming up. We got Blaze Blue, we got Guilty Gear, we got Injustice 2, we got Tekken 7, we got Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, we got Dragon Ball Z Fighters coming up next year. Yeah, we got tournaments happening, man. And we got a tournament happening tonight at 6 o'clock Eastern time on Barry's channel. So make sure you come back.
That final is going to be dope.
That final 8 is going to be crazy.
Yeah, final's going to be...
Do not want to miss that, man. I got crossover winning this. But yeah. Broly Legs... Whew,
it's definitely all
a nasty chunt. That is one nasty chunt.
Silent Warrior.
Yo,
crossover gonna have a problem tonight, and it's gonna be crazy.
The Diamond players are out here, in the tournament.
And 420, actually 420, guys, man, don't sleep on her, man. Don't sleep on her, cause she's a problem. She is a serious problem. I'm watching her fight last night, and I was like, yo. The mix-up and cross-ups were crazy. But then I'm looking at Broly Legs and his Chung, and I'm like, yo, what is happening? Like, yo, don't miss it, guys. 6 o'clock Eastern time.
Oh yeah, you gotta respect Broly Legs. That guy had been taking out, a lot of guys that we know, that in these tournaments on the Capcom Pro Tours and all that. He take a lot of those guys out. So big shout out to Broly Legs for actually joining this tournament. Pro player of his caliber. Joining the play, even crossover as well.
Yeah, crossover.
All those guys, Diamond players, man. Big shout out to them. But yo, guys, this is Gamers That Play Games podcast, episode 3. I don't know when episode 4 is gonna come. Whenever it comes, I will tweet you and let you guys know. Anybody that missed out on being on the cast for this episode, I definitely try to get a different, cast each time we do the podcast here. But big shout out to everybody that came through. on this panel here. Like I said, I'll have everybody's links in the description. And please go out and subscribe to these guys and check out their content as well. They're probably much more knowledgeable and more well-spoken than your boy, Jay Barry. So check them out and show them some love out here in these gaming streets. All right, but yo, we got a tournament to run later, probably like an hour or so. So we're going to close this one up. Episode 3 of the Gamers That Play Games podcast is in the books. And we go.
Peace.
Peace out.
Yeah, put my information like my Twitter and YouTube, my Switch friend code and PSN on the group chat.
Facts. I got you, man. I got you. I see all of it right here, and we're going to do it.
Okay.